like the sports have a lot to do with the attention that the city gets. I feel like Kyrie coming over to Dallas has a big, like, nice turnover about to happen.
Hold on. What's up? What's up? What's up?
We're good.
What's up? We good? All right, good.
We're more than good.
We're great. Okay, I didn't know what you were saying.
Fantastic.
Okay, man. We are here live and
You know
direct
Matt
at Never
got y'all.
Satisfied
You know
Studios.
Matt got you. Yeah,
Episode 29. We got at Matt got
Yeah,
cameras.
man.
It just
You know I
tuning
got
in.
you.
We got at Taylor Drake, at King Edward
Hello.
III. We are live and direct. Matt just sat down and he's about to sip his water. We are live, ladies and gentlemen.
You know how I be some days.
Right. So we are copacetic. Everything's A1 around here.
Good deal.
A button might have got hit by somebody accidentally, so you know how to go. But it's all good.
So we're in here. Can we get a time check, sir?
We are 12 minutes in.
12 minutes in. So 10 minutes is our typical intro. So we are moving on to the first sport we typically cover in basketball. So we are talking about the NBA, ladies and gentlemen. And I had all this, I had all this shit. Hold on. Here we go. So the first topic of discussion is the trade deadline. And so the two major trades was Kevin Durant to the Suns and Kyrie Irving to the Mavericks. We have a bunch of other trades, a lot of fillers, a lot of other guys along the way, role players. But the two biggest names, of course, is Kevin Durant to the Phoenix Suns and Kyrie Irving to the Dallas Mavericks.
You go to Mavs games?
Check you out. When's the last time you been to a game?
I haven't been to one
How many
this
has it been
season.
again?
This season.
This season. No, okay. What's a game or two you've been to, if you remember? What
Honestly,
team they've gone
I
against?
don't remember.
Don't
what
remember the
game
team.
I went
Cool.
to.
Years ago, Matt.
Mm.
Years ago.
I was always there just to take the pictures.
Thank God.
The pictures?
The pictures. I'm on the side of the
Oh.
court.
Gotta
Look at
hit.
the pictures. I don't even know who won.
Fuck yeah.
But
What's
Kyrie
the drink of
getting
choice
transferred
what's
to
your
the
drink
top
of choice at the
town.
game back in your day?
Dos Equis all the way.
Dos Equis?
Yeah.
out.
I love me a good Dos Equis.
Check you out.
Food of choice?
Hot dog, I guess.
Hot dog?
If it's all
Maverick
beef,
special.
I'm not really a pork fan. All beef hot dog is the winner. If not, chicken tender me.
We meet right there. Them chicken tenders be slapping.
You can never go wrong with the chicken tender.
No, you can't.
I know, right? Not too much,
So the game should be a little bit more live with Kyrie Irving out here in Dallas now.
No, the
I
Western
think that's
Conference just got stronger at the time of the trade. We'll go over standings later. But if memory serves, the Mavericks were around 4th place and the Suns were around 5th place. So they're looking to take advantage of Steph Curry being out and make a run to the finals and win a championship.
Y'all
both
think
these
that Dallas is gonna make it all the way now that
matchups. It all depends. It depends on we're 2/3 into the season. We got 25 games left, give or take. A third left
They gonna be in the
season.
playoffs for
They'll
sure,
be in the
though.
playoffs
You
for
think
sure.
so?
But it depends
Absolutely.
on who they play. They'll be in the playoffs. Like they're making the playoffs.
my main thing with Mark Cuban is he always just gets that one player, and just puts all this pressure on that one player. So I'm
Dirk
actually
Nowitzki,
excited.
20 years.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Luka, the
Luka
past
now.
5 years.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm happy
Right.
to see that we got at least two that you know their name,
Premier
know
League.
they're
Top,
good. You know they're gonna make
you know
something
how
happen.
good they are to compare to the rest of the league. Those two players are two of the top. Everyone has their opinion on power rankings on who's the best.
Right.
But they are in everyone's list. They are two of the top 10 players in the league
Hands
because
down, Luka
both of
is
them
crazy.
are all-star starters. So those are the top 10 best players in the league. The All-Star game was just in Utah this past weekend. A lot of big names were there.
Everybody
We'll get to
was
that
there.
in a moment. But Kyrie was the starter and Luka was the starter.
Yeah.
So
How's their chemistry on the court?
they just probably played 5 games together.
Yeah.
So it's still very fresh and new.
Yeah.
The deadline was just like a week ago.
Yeah.
So
We kind of run through it with scores and kind of see how they've done. But Kyrie has been productive since he's been on the team.
I've seen
I've
a couple
heard.
games.
Yeah.
Yeah, he says you score 30 points on any given night, you're good. Like
Yeah.
you're
I
still
watched
above
that-
average. You're
that
good. Like
First game. Who was that against?
Zach.
They played the Clippers his first game.
Oh,
Was it the Clippers?
it might have
His
been the
first
Clippers,
game,
and then
his
they
debut with the
played.
Mavericks.
They lost though, but
And then
didn't it
they
go
played
into
the Kings
overtime?
twice. They played the Kings twice in Sacramento, 10th, 11th. I was there.
Oh really? You went?
Hell yeah, that's why I went. Yeah, hell,
That's why when he birthday,
hell yeah, that's why I went. Hell yeah, like
That's
that
awesome.
you see
It
he's a
was-
huge fan.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
kinged out.
Yeah.
No, for sure. My birthday's the 12th. The Mavericks at Kings on the 10th and the 11th.
Wow.
And I was there. First time I've been in Sacramento in like 2
Oh,
years.
that's awesome.
lower level. There's some well-known fans that I recognize, and I know that my name.
Get some pictures.
I met Matt Barnes.
Oh, that's awesome.
Matt Barnes is from Sacramento.
Look at you, big time.
Oh, come on, you stop that. But
Good old Matt Barnes.
Matt Barnes. Shout out to Matt Barnes again. Matt Barnes, big name in the basketball world and in
the
pop
podcast
culture.
world.
And
Yeah.
pop culture and the media.
His podcast kind of crazy
He's got a
too.
great podcast going.
Yeah, he got a podcast. They be
No, they interview anybody in there. All NBA names they've interviewed.
they
Him
NBA
Steve Jackson.
and just like entertainment.
Showtime. He's got a contract with Showtime,
You
and
guys
he's.
got to stay consistent with this because
No, that's the key word.
I listen to podcasts regularly.
This is episode 29. We started, 4, 5, 6 months ago,
Like September.
and we've been
August.
every Tuesday. Sometimes
This is our 29th
Dan-
episode.
Yeah,
so.
Dan.
Yeah, very proud of you guys.
Thank you.
Don't ever
Appreciate
stop.
you. Appreciate it, Miss Taylor.
But yeah, Matt Barnes is
Yeah,
Him and,
Matt Barnes.
Steven
Hell,
Jackson.
Yeah, I met Matt Barnes. Hell yeah, I met Matt Barnes. Yeah.
He's like, yeah.
Come on. No, and check you out. I used to work at a casino in Sacramento. It was like 10 years ago. I'm gonna go say how old I am. It's about like 10 years ago. I worked at a casino, valet at a casino, the hotel, valet bellhop. I did it for like 3 years. Big tips, big
Matt
names.
Barnes pulled up on you.
Hell yeah, Matt Barnes. Matt
Oh, you
Barnes.
met him more than this.
Yeah, come on. He's from Sacramento. I've been around a long time.
Okay.
I've been around the block. So.
Nice.
Right. So, no, I met him 10 years, and I said that. I was like, bro, I met you like 10 years ago. You were on the Orlando, and I know my basketball, right? So I'm like, yeah, you were on the Orlando Magic, big golf tournament, a lot of big NBA names like 10 years ago. Vince Carter was there. Golf tournament, a lot of big names, because this is like the only thing to do in town. Sacramento's smaller.
Yeah.
You're like Sacramento's like, I said like Dallas, San Antonio, Houston's all in the top 10. Sacramento's like 20th on that list. It's a major city, but we only have one sport. Dallas has 3, 4, 5 sports.
True.
Right. So we have a smaller, but again, it's a smaller community. Everyone knows it. And yeah, I met him, and I've seen a lot of NBA names. I was inspired to, you know what? I'm gonna be around some shit. Like I wanted to be in this field and broadcasting and sports and all that
And
stuff.
now look at you,
Check
man.
y'all. Yeah, I've been saying this a long time. I've been saying it because big above average fans. Me and Matt, we talk sports every day. We watch sports all the time. Like, let's make an MFM podcast. One time I pulled up and Matt was like, we're making a podcast. He didn't say what's up to me. He didn't shake my hand. He's like, we're making a podcast. I'm like, okay.
Right
We did
now.
it. And we did it the next day.
Those are the best ideas.
Then we did it the next
do it
day.
right now.
Episode 1.
Yeah, that's how you gotta be. You just
Episode
do
1.
it.
He's like, we're doing a podcast.
Now.
Yeah.
I was with my kids.
Start now.
I'm having a baby.
Right now.
Right
Right
now.
now.
Right now.
Right
Check y'all
now.
out.
Happening.
Check y'all out. Okay. Man, good times. Okay, but so trade
Another
deadline.
question.
Yeah,
Wait, I have one more question for
Maverick
Taylor.
Suns. Yeah.
I have one more question for
Big
Taylor.
names. Mavericks. Okay.
So if you're having a little boy,
check you out.
Yes.
Oh, he's getting drafted, by the way. We are.
so if you
do you
were
have a
to
name? Do you have a name?
His name is Azul Mays.
Okay.
That's a basketball name. Check you out. Greetings, sir. We're live and direct. You should come on. You can always say, "Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Come here. We are live. We are live. Special guest. Can you get in here? Special.
How are you?
how you doing, man?
I owe you a
How you
hug.
doing, sir? How you doing? No, man.
When I get out of
Come on,
here.
man. Come
How
on,
are
dude.
you?
We're
I'm
live.
Taylor. Nice to meet you.
I got a special guest for y'all.
Special. How you doing, sir?
We're
We're live. We're live. We got time. How you doing?
What's going on, man?
See, you never know.
I can't call it.
I got a lot of.
Yeah, you might have to come around here. We live on the air. We are live on the air.
This is
We
we
are
are
live.
live at Never Satisfied Studios. This is
Episode
Tuesday,
29.
episode 29, February 21st, the year 2023. Here we are.
So introduce yourself, my
How you doing, sir?
We live. What's down, baby? I'm Rob Kazi, actor, entertainer, comedian, rapper, extraordinaire. You did?
Can we ask where you from, sir?
New Orleans.
Check you out here.
New
Check
Orleans,
you out.
Louisiana.
Fat Tuesday. Happy Fat Tuesday. Check you out.
And, oh yeah.
Yeah,
I had to
North-
come out here
No,
though.
it's Taylor
Money was
Tuesday.
calling, so I had to leave. New
Check
Orleans.
you out.
Yeah.
No, it's a great place. I've been there courtesy of Never Satisfied once, for sure.
Okay.
Been to New
You
Orleans.
enjoyed yourself?
We know Mr. Jason Mitchell, of course.
Yeah, that's my people. That's my brother,
Mr.
man. That's
Jason
my
Mitchell
brother.
is a
That's
big
my
friend
brother.
of the studio. He's been around here some years now. Mr.
Okay.
Jason Mitchell.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
That's my first time over here.
Yeah,
I'm liking it so far.
No, man, we are
So
we're live
far
and
as-
direct. We're live. We'll send you the episode.
We right here.
We'll
Send me this
send us
episode,
to-
man.
send us-
How y'all feeling out there? I know y'all can't answer back, but
No, we got
Answer your
we
head.
got the live.
they
people
comments.
in the YouTube.
I love the accent.
Okay.
The YouTube.
Okay.
People come in.
This
and
shit
they can
dope.
Yeah, yes, sir.
This shit dope. Okay, so I'm about to get started
Check
with
you
what I'm
out.
doing.
We'll touch base.
Oh
Yeah, of
yeah,
course,
yeah.
of course,
Follow me
of
on the
course.
gram, all the social media
We'll put it on the
platforms
profile, everything.
at Rob Kazi. That's Kazi. Rob _Kazi. There's a lot of stupidity on there. So if you like edgy comedy, that's the page that the page to come to. A lot of that shit is kind of like getting pushed off the map because everybody's so sensitive nowadays. But I don't give a fuck. So it's still on my page.
It's the best comment.
You dig? All right, bitch.
Thank you, sir. Nice meeting you. Hold on. We getting him in this. We getting him in here, sir. Please, we're live, sir. Please, sir. Shout out to the owner and CEO,
What's going on?
head coach,
Man? How we doing?
general
How we doing?
manager, quarterback one,
Yeah.
Radio Raheem.
All that.
Bill,
What's going on?
his
man?
name is on the lease. This building's been open for over 10 years,
Over 10
giving
years.
opportunities to all the young children,
sure.
boys and girls
For
in the
sure.
DFW area.
That
Moved
way.
me out from California to Dallas and
Yeah,
gave me this
yeah.
opportunity. I
Yeah.
cannot thank him enough. This is one of the greatest men I ever
Nah,
met.
for sure. I think everybody kind of grew up together right here.
Check
know
you
what I'm
out,
saying? This is
man.
like a reunion.
This is a little reunion.
Check you
going
out.
on.
I
Check you
remember
out.
her when she was just,
I
getting
know.
started. Matt, when he first came, he was running around with the camera, rapping.
You're right.
Ed,
Right.
I don't know what he was
Driving,
doing.
I was
with camera.
driving him. I was driving him a lot. I was driving him for sure.
Nah, for sure, man. This is a dope show, dope concept,
Appreciate you, sir.
man.
Appreciate you, sir.
I'm glad that it's something that's going on at the Never Satisfied Studios, and
stamp of approval. Check you
hopefully
out.
we get
Check
to
you out.
the next level and keep
Check you out.
building it and keep growing it.
Thank you, sir.
And it gets bigger and better, man. So just keep tuning in, all right?
Check you out. We're
Come
live
on.
and direct. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Shout out to
Fly.
Normal guys.
Talk sports.
Talk
we gotta
sports.
Get shirts. We gotta get the shirts are on the way.
We
Shirts-
need the shirts.
shirts
we
are
need
on the
the
way. The
merch.
merch is
you know
on the
what
way.
I'm
The merch
saying?
is on the way.
What about the girls? Normal girls. You know what I'm
Oh, yeah,
saying? She
that's-
ain't normal though.
No, far from it.
She far from it.
Average.
Extraordinaire. You know
There
what
you
I'm
go.
saying? If you ain't seen her on YouTube, she got some crazy stuff on there. Check out the Never Satisfied Life page.
There you go. There you go. Shout out.
Calm me. I got
Shout out live. You damn right.
Okay.
Man, the owner CEO. Shout out. Right, dang. I told you we're live. We don't know
Yeah.
what the fuck.
Yeah.
Anything can happen
You don't
on
know
scene.
what
We usually
the
don't.
fuck?
We usually not on air at this time.
Can you open the door?
We're usually not on air at this time. But
That's what it is. We're at 1
That's
o'clock.
what it
It's just
is.
we're at 1 o'clock. Yeah,
That's
we're like
what it
we're at
is.
lunchtime. It's just me and Matt over here.
Y'all are like prime time studio hours right
No,
now.
you know. Oh,
Everybody's just popping
shout
in.
out. There we go. So just in case you need to check anything out over there, we have a screen over there, ladies and gentlemen. So we know what we look like. Everything.
it's tough though, because people be like,
And
I
I
had to
watch a lot of the
Everybody
episodes.
staring
I
at the
look at
screen,
the
it's like-
screen. I look at the screen a lot. I look at the screen a lot throughout the episodes.
Gotta get it mounted right here.
Oh, that would be great. Then I'm
Behind
like,
you.
Yeah.
yeah,
Behind the
right,
camera.
straight ahead. I'll check you out. That's a great idea.
All right. So
Time in. So we're in the middle of NBA. Can we get a time check, sir?
we are 24 minutes in.
24 minutes. Great timing. Great time. We're right on time. So we are. so some of the deadline with Kyrie and Durant. So shout out to the Suns. Shout out to the Mavericks on the rest of their seasons. And if they can make the push to the finals, my prediction early is going to be between the Suns and the Clippers. I'm sorry. I think the Mavericks. I think they're still a piece away. I think they need a big guy. Because all their big guys shoot. Everyone shoots. They need a big guy.
I've always said
inside.
that though.
They need a big
Like,
guy
you know
inside.
How, Golden State, they have like that starting three. I feel like 3 is the magic number. Like if you have a solid 3, there's no way that you can just.
There you go.
And right now we're at 2. If
Does
we can
even
just
out the
get a
odds.
third little.
Only thing I will say though, the West is looking kind of.
Oh, it's deeper. Like I said,
It's kinda thick.
The Nets are in a different direction, and they traded away their championship aspirations to the Suns and to the Mavericks.
And then you got the Grizzlies, the Nuggets.
I think they got to grow up. I think they're still young and figuring it out. As a whole, some of these guys are some loose.
You talking about
pieces.
on Grizzlies?
I'm talking about the Grizzlies.
So I this is something else that just came up recently. Did you see what Shannon Sharp said about Ja?
You can say it. I know what you're talking about. Yeah. Yeah.
Do you agree?
I
mean,
said it, I'm-
oh, check it out.
So
You know Shannon Sharp is
Shannon-
on TV. He's a former football player. He's one of the main guys on morning sports television.
Okay.
With
So-
Skip Bayless.
he's a former NFL player, but Shannon Sharp went on like a long rant talking about Ja Morant, who was pretty much the star player for the Memphis Grizzlies, and how he feels like he is endangering his family by trying to bring the hood to the NBA.
He does play in Memphis. Yes, sir.
No, they can hear.
We fixed it. That was one. Thank you, sir. Yeah, no doubt. We did fix it.
They can hear us.
Everything's
But-
scopes. We are live at Never Satisfied Studios.
But I just
Josh said that,
no. Shannon Sharp said that.
and she is.
Shannon is a man.
He's former tight end in the NFL.
He is who?
He is a sports
Analyst
analyst.
on Fox Sports Net. He's
And he
on
feels
TV
that
with
Ja
Skip Bayless.
is bringing the hood to the NBA.
Basically, he feels like. Granted,
Persona,
he almost got into a
image.
fight with him on when he went to the LA
The game, yeah.
he almost got into
courtside
a
the
fight
Laker
with him.
game. There was a little scuffle with him and some current NBA players, and he is a retired NFL player on TV. And it got separated. Nothing crazy. A lot of
History
words.
repeats itself,
Lot
and
of-
I
lot
feel
of-
like Ja is probably just in the same similar situation as AI was.
Maybe.
Wow, the great comparison. Great
comparison.
He's got that comparison.
I feel
He's already had great comparison.
yeah,
Great comparison.
because I don't feel like he's. What is it that's just so hood that he's doing to the NBA, other than being cultured? He started a little dance.
I mean, he hangs out with the likes
Yeah.
of all the Memphis big names, like all those big names artists
He shows
from
love
Memphis.
to the city.
There
as
it
one
is. There it is.
should.
And he signed a big contract, so he's there to stay for a few more years. He bought him and his family a house. In
$200 million man.
Right. He just signed a big deal within a year ago to stay in Memphis like long term. So he's not chasing bigger cities like some players have in the past.
There's a lot of people who are threatened by the culture, but I mean, it's, at the end of the day, it's culture.
Check you out.
AI was a big deal because he had braids, and that was being a thug in the NBA
Right, how
because
he
he had braids.
They
Come on.
implemented a dress code because of him.
Yeah, they did.
Because he would wear the baggy pants.
Because he was
the
cultured.
There you go, check it out. Right, yeah, that's back in the day. That was a
It
good
is what
day.
it
That was good days.
is.
I had a few
You
Irises
can't
back
live
in the
in
day.
fear, baby.
That was
It's the culture.
Check you out. Check you out. Okay, so next topic.
I don't see him being like Mike Vick. He's not like,
Check you out.
he's not just, you
Nah,
know.
I mean, I hope he don't have
A lot
no
of hot
dogs
takes
in the
today
basement.
in episode 29. A lot of hot takes. A lot of hot takes.
I hope he don't have no dogs in the basement.
Check it out. So next topic with the NBA, we're talking buyouts and free agent signings. The three biggest names that just all happened within the past week. We had Kevin Love agreeing to buyout with the Cleveland Cavaliers, and he signed to the Miami Heat. We have Russell Westbrook getting traded at the deadline from the Lakers to the Jazz in a multi-team deal, and he got bought out by the Jazz, and he just signed to the Los Angeles Clippers. Russell Westbrook. And last but not least on my list right here, and we have Patrick Beverley, which was traded from the Lakers to the Magic for Mo Bamba. So Mo Bamba's on the Lakers. Patrick Beverley got bought out by the Orlando Magic. Now he just signed to his hometown Chicago Bulls. So those are three big signings in the buyout free agent market in the past week in the NBA.
How do you feel about those?
How's everyone?
I mean, right now it's teams either trying to rebuild or, advance further into the playoffs. I don't see any of the moves that he just talked about being as impactful as obviously KD going to the Suns and obviously Kyrie coming here, but decent moves. But I mean, it's over now. It's pretty much 20 games left, and I'm more so worried about the teams at the top half of the standings.
Did y'all watch All Star?
Some of it.
Some of it.
It's not what it was 10 years ago, 20 years ago.
I missed
I
the
was
dunk
shocked that he
contest
won the
though.
dunk contest.
What's special?
What was his name?
Mac McMillan, some Mac is McChung.
The dude, he had the
What?
people
He is-
walking up
On
the shoulders.
No, check it out. Fun fact. This is real. At least I saw so far. He is cousins with
Mac
rapper
McClung.
rapper Riff Raff.
Yeah,
He is
his cousins with Riff Raff.
Like real life.
Yeah.
Right? And before the draft contest, so do you know what the G League is?
No.
It's like the minor league for the NBA.
Okay.
So it's called the G
Like
League.
XFL for NFL.
Kind of. And then so Dallas
See if I can pull up the
Frisco
dunk.
Legends, if you heard of them.
Okay.
So this guy that won the dunk contest, he's played in the G League like all over from my understanding. And he just signed to the 76ers. So before the dunk contest, his career earnings was approximately $100,000. And then for winning the dunk contest, he won approximately $100,000. So he won, right. So he won in that evening, the unknown young man from, he just signed his contract and he doesn't look like your typical dunk contest winner like a Michael Jordan or
True.
or Dwight
True.
Howard or
That's
Vince
true.
Carter. He's not your typical dunk contest champion. Right. So
Check him out.
Check him out. No, he won it. He has hops. He did a lot of dunks
Yeah,
you
this
haven't seen
shocked
before.
me. I was
Check you out.
literally
Okay,
eating
bet.
some chicken wings at a bar. I seen this.
Like,
I was
who
like,
is this?
no
Right.
way.
This is the guy. He jumped over two
Yeah.
guys. Check you out. Right. Did that. Right. All that. A lot of
One
energy.
take.
He brought a lot of energy to Salt Lake
He
City.
look like the most normalest white boy too.
Dude, that's what I was saying.
That's
I was
working.
shocked.
That's the customer service somewhere.
He looked like he
you know?
rode to the freaking
Somewhere.
stadium on his skateboard for
Like,
real.
without that jersey on,
Hey,
you
look at
could've never
Gab
told me
Union
that he was a
approves.
basketball
Gab
player.
Union approves. Check her
Yeah,
out.
everyone was shocked. Everyone was shocked. That was insane.
So this is your slam dunk.
And look how
champion.
clean that is. He still has hella space. Look at this.
I feel sorry for the dude at the bottom though. My man was in a squat position for with somebody on his
jumped over
shoulders. Person
People
at the
jumped
bottom
over
strong
one man.
too.
Yeah.
People have jumped over
Let's
cars.
not sleep on the person at the
Yeah,
bottom.
you gotta get
carrying
it.
all
Yeah,
the weight.
the person at the bottom had to
He had
come
a
through
good
heavy.
180 degree at his
Oh,
knees.
oh my goodness. Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah, the person at the bottom, man, he had.
Let's
He,
not sleep on him. Shout out to that guy.
Shout out to that guy. I know, right?
shout out to also Rico in the building. What's up,
Good.
my
Shout out
guy,
to Mr.
Rico?
Veteran of the studio, celebrity photographer, Mr. Rico the Villain. Check him out. on
Rico,
social
what's
media
up, man? If
platforms.
y'all need a photo shoot,
Yeah, he
if
got-
you're
he got
a model,
he
holla
got
at him too.
Hundreds of thousands on the ground,
Really?
Mr. Rico.
Oh, yeah.
yeah,
Nice.
yeah, Mr. Rico.
Rico got them supermodels.
Yeah, he's one of the better photographers
In the city.
of the land. Yeah,
Yeah, in the city.
yeah, Mr. Rico.
Ah,
Friend of Never Satisfied for years, for sure. So All-Star Weekend, that was that, and then the 3-point contest, who won that? Damian Lillard.
He got
dang.
an award, right?
Yeah, the 3-point contest. So it was like 8 players, and 3-point contest. He's
He's very loyal to his team. He's been
Yes.
with them for a while
Check
now.
you out. Knowledgeable of the sport. Yes, he has
Yeah.
been. He is drafted there. He's been there since at least 10 years by now.
Yeah, he's been there for a while.
Yeah, but they've some say they peaked maybe like a few years ago.
Really?
Because they went to the Western Conference Finals against the Warriors and lost it. So they almost made it to the finals. They made it to the third round of the playoffs one year. With him, the star, against the Warriors, lost to the Warriors one year. So
King.
check you out. No, but Damian Lillard, shout out to Damian Lillard. He won 3-point contest. He's still loyal to his soil. Let's see if he rides out his career in Portland, if he gets moved at some point.
Shout out to Nay. She's in the building
Nay
too.
Passion. How you doing?
Nay Passion, what's
Never
up,
satisfied
shorty?
artist. Nay Passion.
She's beautiful.
She's a very beautiful soul.
She's beautiful.
No, spiritual leader, for sure. Oh, she is.
I love my spiritual people.
Spiritual, all of it, for sure. Here we go. So that was Salt Lake City. Yeah, so it was summary of the All-Star Weekend. They had the Rising Stars. So basically, rookies and sophomores, they played some games against each other. There's a few teams of that. And before everything, they had a couple teams from HBCUs play.
Oh, I did see that. The Gremlin.
I didn't see that though.
Gremlin and
Correct.
Who else?
Great question.
It was someone.
I
else.
saw it. I don't remember. I've seen it.
But I was like, no way. They're
Support
playing.
HBCUs.
The past 2 years, the NBA has given like a lot of exposure to HBCUs.
Support
All-Star
HBCUs,
Weekend,
yeah.
a lot of the players.
Southern University.
Yeah.
Correct.
Southern University
Grambling.
and
They
Grambling.
played at
Yep.
All-Star. I was shocked. I was like, I didn't even know that they did that. That's pretty cool.
I was about to say they gotta show those schools some love too.
No, yeah. A lot of talent comes out of those schools.
Right, no, for sure. And then kind of side note, Deion Sanders and what he's done at Jackson the past 2-3 years.
Absolutely.
Wonderful thing. If Deion Sanders, those names ring bells around here
He's
in
in
Dallas.
Colorado now, right?
Correct.
Right.
Correct. He just went. But,
Curiosity. What do you feel about that Deion Sanders situation?
check you out.
I mean, I agree. I'm gonna go where
DFW
the money
DFW
goes.
legend Taylor Drake says.
I was going to go where the money goes. I think it's a smart decision. I just want to know, is his son really that good?
Hey, we about to
or
find out.
is
Sometimes
he
Shador?
just-
you in the
is he
right
just-
situation. You got to be the right situation.
Shador is actually really good.
He can play.
Mhm.
He can play.
He can
'cause
play.
He has a great build. He's definitely.
He's his daddy's
got
son.
Yeah.
Come
you
on,
know?
jeans.
Yeah.
Daddy's son. All that. Yeah. Come
But
on.
I've never just like sat and watched him. I just kind of see what I
They've-
see on social media.
Deion Sanders being social media, of course, and then
he has a
actually
great social
getting
media image.
past years, they won some bowl games and then ESPN the whole nine. Before Deion Sanders there, heck no.
Yeah.
Right. So
No, Deion brings a lot of good
all them artists.
publicity.
You see them artists walk down. They NLE Choppers walked them out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's
Key Glock.
Key Glock walked him out.
Friend
too.
of
Yeah,
friend
Key
of
Glock.
studio. Key Glock been in the
Hopping in.
Young Dolph was at the studio
Yeah.
before. Yeah, come
Yeah.
on. That was one of my favorite
My
nights in the
friend
studio.
is Dion's photographer, and
Check it
she
out.
didn't even know who Dolph was, and she was like, "Yeah, I was in the back, locker room. I met these rappers." I was like, "Girl, you met
Pete
Dolph and Key Glock, girl. Do you know who these are?"
You didn't know who that was?
Nah, shout out to
Yeah,
Dolph.
everybody was going crazy in the locker
Legend.
room.
Dolph is a legend for sure. I have nothing but
Shout out to Jan.
all that. So
So you agree with Dion?
Yeah, go where the money goes.
Check it out.
You're the attention grabber. Nobody knew what JSU was or Jackson. Nobody knew until Dion's name got into the picture. You know,
Right.
like even down in this Colorado school, I can't really even tell you the name of it. I just know Deion Sanders went to Colorado.
Yep.
right.
And I'm
well,
pretty
I mean,
sure by
they
the
gave
end
him
of
a
this-
bigger deal than
Well, yeah,
what's they
but
face? Yeah,
I'm
what's
saying
Jackson
him alone
could
is
have.
going to bring great publicity to wherever.
Period.
he's
And
at.
they was a losing team. They was
Yeah,
like 1
they
and
was
10,
yeah, they was
but there's
losing.
Probably 'cause I didn't know.
But they're in
There's
Power
pretty
Five.
much- There's okay, but you correct, right division, all that. But there's scouting and they're actual players, and he's like, I'm about to bring a lot of players with me.
Yeah,
You know what
yeah.
I'm saying, including his son, right?
Yeah.
So
Shador.
She's gonna make sure his son's straight. I just want to know, like, if his son's actually like that cold, or if his dad's just including him in contracts.
check you out.
I would say it's a combination between obviously being Dion's son is going to get him a lot of attention, but
Right.
Shador is actually, I've seen him play. He's
cold.
He's cold.
What position is he?
Quarterback.
And his other son is cornerback
Yep.
on defense.
Okay.
He's a defensive back. So he has 2 of his sons,
But
a
he brought
junior
them both.
freshman.
Yeah.
I for sure think he's going to get drafted. He's going to get drafted. I don't know where.
Shador or who?
Shador is
He's
definitely
looking to
gonna
get his son drafted. Let's get everything out the
course,
way. Of
of
course, he's
course.
looking to get his son drafted by someone in,
Yeah.
right. So that's the
As a
motive.
dad should.
Correct. Of course, he's being a great dad. Of
Yeah.
course, he's
He's
a
doing
great
what
example
he
to a lot of people. Deion
Yeah.
Sanders is one of the best human beings, football players ever. You know what I'm saying?
I shall stay tuned and see what he does with this Colorado school.
Correct.
I
All right.
hope to see an immaculate turnaround.
Check you.
Like, I hope to see like him do something wild. Because for you to say they were a losing team, and now
And
they have
paid him.
Deion
They paid him
Sanders.
the big money, Mr. Deion Sanders.
Yeah.
Please
We need
move to
your
Colorado.
assistance. Yeah.
No, and then the facilities. If you want, shout out to Well Off on YouTube, right?
That's Lil Dion. That's Dion Jr.
Yeah.
Big Dion, right?
Yeah.
He's in the studio back in the day, right?
Yeah.
Big Dion, yeah, for sure. Yeah, he's been here more than once.
Yeah.
But he's again, he brings the social media, the filming, the editing of
Yeah.
everything they got going on.
Really?
Yeah, correct. Yeah, he's there too.
Yeah.
Filming all the shit. And
He
then,
documents everything that his
right,
dad
you know,
does
his
there.
YouTube, social media. he do
Everybody
all that.
has their own.
Correct.
It takes
It's a team.
village.
It takes a team. It takes a
takes
village. Correct.
yeah.
So
Well, that's awesome.
Yeah.
I do hope to see an immaculate turnaround.
there we go. We're already big things.
I just want to see
Wherever they go.
Dion win. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For sure. Dion,
He
well,
deserves
Dion
it.
has
Yeah,
one in
man.
life. Dion has one in life. He
He's
won it.
living it.
Right.
Okay.
He's won. I don't know how many won in Dallas off the top of my head, but he won a Super Bowl with the 49ers in '94, and then next year he signed to the Cowboys.
And then
he
they
had
won a
Hall of
Super
Fame
Bowl.
career with the Cowboys as well.
Mm-hmm.
Some Super Bowl runs with the Cowboys.
Deion
I think he
Sanders
has
is
three-
one
I
of the
think he has
greatest
two with the
athletes
Cowboys,
ever.
if I remember right.
You
I
do
think he has
remember
three,
right?
It's three.
Yep.
Right.
He got 3.
There you go. So time check, sir. Are we gonna move on to the next?
39.
Check this out. Okay,
39
so
minutes in.
This is what we do. If you could help me with this, Ms. Taylor Drake. So see what I'm doing. We have the next 3 days, or these are the 3 days that were in the past week, like scores and stuff, right? So I'm gonna do it. All right. So check me out. So on February 14th, on Tuesday, we had the Orlando Magic at visiting the Toronto Raptors, and the score was 23 to 113. And then the next game, we had the Boston Celtics at the Milwaukee Bucks. We had an overtime game, 131 to Boston's 125. We had Drew Holiday, the high man, with 40 points. We have the Sacramento Kings visiting the Phoenix Suns, with Phoenix Suns winning 120 to Sacramento's 109. We had Devin Booker with 32 points and De'Aaron Fox with 35 points. And then we had Golden State Warriors visiting the LA Clippers. We had the Clippers winning 134 to Golden State's 124. We had Kawhi Leonard scoring 33 points in that game. And then we have the Washington Wizards visiting the Portland Trailblazers, 126 to Portland's 101. So, and then the next game, the next day, we have February 15th.
What is that? San Antonio Spurs.
Correct.
See, at this point, it's a quiz.
The Charlotte Hornets.
Okay, Charlotte
There's
Hornets.
the Charlotte Hornets and the score.
Oh, the Hornets won that one, 120 to 110.
We got it. There we go.
LaMelo Ball with a 28-point
There
high.
it is. There it is.
There you go.
There
We
it
got
is.
Chicago Bulls.
Check you out.
And
And the Indiana Pacers.
okay.
And
And
Indiana.
Indiana won that one. That was 117 to 113
Check
with
you.
Buddy
Hield.
Hield with 27 points and Zach Levine with 35.
Check you out. The next game we have the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Okay, I knew that one.
Okay, bet. Okay, bet.
And the 76ers.
Yes.
Okay, 76ers won that one, 118, and the Cleveland lost by 112 at 112. New York Knicks
Okay. So
at
next
Atlanta,
game. Mm-hmm.
and New York won 122 to 101. Jalen Brunson with 28
Brunson?
Oh, Brunson.
He used to be on the Mavericks, if you remember that
Really?
name. Yeah, he was on the Mavericks last year, and he left for the New York Knicks for a big contract that he was not going to get with the Mavericks.
Really?
He signed a $100 million and he was a part of the playoff run last year. He just left the Mavericks for the New York Knicks. That's who that is.
Nice. Okay.
So
Detroit against Boston. Boston won. Shout out to Marcus Smart, 127 to 109.
Duncanville native. Yeah, shout out to Marcus Smart. Duncanville native. Hell yeah.
Yeah. And then Jason Tatum with 38 points. That's incredible. 38. Miami
There you go.
against Brooklyn.
Yeah, that's
Brooklyn
nice.
won
Brooklyn.
116 to 105. 45 points up by Bridges.
That's right.
Wow. Utah against Memphis, and Memphis won. Shout out to Ja, 117 to 111. That was a close game. Let's see.
Houston.
Houston and Oklahoma. And the Thunder won, 133 to 96. Let's see.
Dallas. Shout out to the
Dallas
Mavericks.
They took the L though.
Unfortunately lost to Denver, 118 to 109.
Luka 37 in the effort,
Oh, wow. Yeah.
and then the next game.
They're
you know,
putting up these points. 37.
He needs more people, respectfully. He needs more people.
I'm telling
Like
you, if we had
Kyrie's
a
great.
solid
Kyrie solves a lot of
The
problems.
big three.
They just need that guy inside.
Three.
Guy that can average a double-double,
You
know,
need-
and
Get some
dominate
rebounds.
inside presence.
Yeah.
You need the three.
Check you out.
What's that, New Orleans?
Correct.
And LA Lakers. LA Lakers beat New Orleans 120 to 102.
And then that was Wednesday the 15th, and the next day we have Thursday. Thursday,
February
5.
16th.
There it is. And then we had about 3 games on that day.
Let's see. Milwaukee Bucks
There we go.
played against Chicago. Milwaukee won 112 to 100. We got, what is that?
Washington.
Washington
Wizards.
against Minnesota. And Washington won 114-106. And LA Clippers against Phoenix, and LA won 116-107.
And then those were the all the games in the past 7 days. And then on the weekend, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, 17th, 18th, 19th, was All-Star Weekend in Salt Lake City.
Nice.
So, and then we covered that. So.
This is a big weekend for LeBron.
Correct.
He
He
put up how many points in his whole career?
record. He broke it.
Yeah.
Broke-
He
yes.
broke it, whatever it is.
He is the
I don't-
all-time
I
scoring
don't
leader
know
in the
what's
NBA.
on
Yeah.
but he broke it. He got the most of all time.
It's some
He broke
incredible
it.
number, like 38,000 or something like that.
38,411 points.
Look at me.
Passing Bill Russell.
Wow.
Actually, no. Passing Kareem. I'm tripping.
Yeah, Kareem, correct. Kareem most points for a while. He had it for a while. A long time, since like the 80s.
That's insane.
And Karl Malone was second for the longest, and LeBron passed up Karl Malone. Michael Jordan's top 5, Kobe's top 5.
That's in 23 years of his
20
career.
years. What is he at? He drafted 03. So
2003. So it's 20 years.
No, he has
In
20,
20
this is
years.
his 20th season.
Damn.
He says he's gonna go a few more for sure. It's not his last
He's
year.
not tired.
It's not his
even
last year.
playing like he
We
was.
all know he's waiting for his son.
Yeah,
So,
that's exactly
Yeah, I
He's waiting for
look
his son.
forward to that.
Side note, have you guys seen Space Jam and House Party?
I seen House Party.
House Party.
I seen both.
That was insane, right?
Right. Well, right. I don't know if we're gonna review House Party on the spot, but I liked it.
Did you see it?
I
like
saw
it.
it. Yes,
I
it was a
like
lot
it.
of cameos. It was
A lot
like,
of
oh, this
cameos.
person.
Great movie,
People just
great
kept
movie.
popping out of
It
nowhere.
was
Great
a lot
movie.
of
Oh,
Great movie.
Yeah.
Great movie. Shout out to that.
It's like a
A
lot
lot
of
of your
cameos.
favorite
though.
rappers, right? Juvenile, Lil Wayne.
Yeah,
I
Juvenile
got
shocked
excited.
me. I didn't expect to see
No, that's
Juvenile.
That's why I said it was like
Juvenile,
people just
yeah.
kept coming out
Shout out
of
to
nowhere.
Ju-
I was like, where are
When
these
I
people
seen
coming
Shout out
out?
to
Maya,
New
I was like,
Orleans.
whoa,
Maya, yeah,
I
Maya
did
was
not
in
know
there, yeah.
Maya, and she was in main role.
No, she had a role role.
Yeah.
Mine
She
still
was
looking
like-
good too. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Yeah,
she
she
still
was
looks
like the
good.
leading female. Kind of, yeah. The leading female in the movie.
The only one I
Maya.
remember.
Right. Check
Well,
it out, right?
Lee, she was like a.
She,
but
a
she
lot
was
of
in
part,
it.
she was the
killing
the girl Mario saving the princess at the end.
Right.
Right. That is the story, if you will.
She was the sugar mama in the end.
Yeah. That's I was about to say she was more like
he
that.
he went through everything he went through to get there.
Yeah,
he
well,
did
got
that.
it.
He did both of them,
He
the best
did.
friends, right? The best. They did that.
The funny thing
They
is,
threw a party. At
my
LeBron's
favorite
house.
person in the whole movie was probably Kid Cudi.
Kid Cudi, great role. I was
Yeah,
impressed.
yeah.
He's from Cleveland, so that was the big role in the movie. He's from Cleveland.
I was about to say
He's from Cleveland. I looked that up. I was like, "Where's he from?" I was like, "Cleveland." Makes sense. He's
He
from
was the
Cleveland.
most entertaining
LeBron puts
part of
him
the
in
movie to me.
For sure was
He had a
most
big
entertaining.
role, Kid Cudi.
Definitely educated me on some things. I didn't know they just keep spare rings around.
Check you out. Wow, bro. I know, right? Check you. Right. They got everything. They
I'm
got
not
everything.
even the Mark Cuban part of the movie.
Yeah,
oh
yeah.
my
Right.
god!
We're not saying the I word. We're not saying that.
Yeah,
We're
no.
not saying that. No, we're not.
I-
We'll
They're
watch
not
the
even
movie.
trying to hide it anymore. It's not.
Come
even
on!
It isn't even a secret society.
Come on, bro. Watch House Party. Let's not dig too deep into that. Let's dig. Yeah, House Party. Go watch House Party. House Party, great movie. LeBron, Space Jam. He went to LA to make some movies. He did that, but he needs to. He might need to leave LA to win a chip or two more. It's not, especially miss the playoffs this year. So,
Which is probably gonna happen.
are we okay? Jump on,
Where do
jump
you think
off.
he's gonna go to?
Cleveland.
Cleveland. Has to.
Really? We're just gonna go back home.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. Or New York.
Who's the star player right now from Cleveland?
They got a great team. They're top 4 in the East. They're really good right now.
Really?
The Cleveland's pretty good. Jump on, jump off, guys. Are we gonna speak with Karl Malone at all? Not really. Do we want to go there? No. Yeah, no. Yeah,
Oh, you think
you know what I'm talking about?
I think I know what you're talking
Do you know what I'm
about.
talking about?
No.
Yikes, you don't.
So I
me
feel
in,
like I
fill
know
me
what
in.
you're talking.
Fill
So
me in, Malcolm.
apparently,
Yikes.
Karl Malone has been having some.
If you look up Karl
accusations.
Malone, I don't know if I want to shine a negative light onto another man.
Yeah, it's
right. So
he-
Karl Malone was. They've had some.
What are the accusations?
I'll let you read before.
There you go.
Oh, I heard it. I heard.
Right.
about this.
So he was there. He was a dunk contest judge. There's 5 judges. So he gave a 50 to Riff Raff's cousin. That Karl Malone just did that. He's 3rd in scoring of all time. But that information has
But his
been
characteristics are flawed.
dick you out for
You could be
quite some
talented,
time. Quite some time.
but you know
and they were
right from
like,
right and
and
wrong
so
from
that's why
wrong.
he's not more publicized as far as the NBA community and family
Mm-hmm.
and events. And this is the first time he's been publicized and talked about in some time. Even though he's had some big records, he had a 20-year career.
Mm-hmm.
He's
The
put up a lot of
mailman.
points.
You
The
could be
mailman.
talented.
Yeah, the
So
mailman.
basically,
Still have
he
a
got
flawed
drafted.
character.
So
A
he
lot
was,
of people
he
have-
was Michael Jordan era. Like him and Michael Jordan got drafted around the same
He-
time. And he
Michael
was-
Jordan's the only reason he doesn't have a
Right,
championship.
he went against Michael Jordan twice and lost in the finals with Utah Jazz. That's who Karl Malone is, and he's got that. And even the parents were like, "Hey, let's if you really dig deep, the parents were like, well, let's see where he goes with the NBA thing. We don't want to f his stuff up." And then it played out, and then the son later on they don't have a relationship, so son called Mr. Malone a deadbeat, and then he went to the NFL and played 5 years. And he has a different last name, and that son, the son he had over, forever ago. So there you go, right, Mr. Karl Malone. So that's facts. That's facts. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people's like,
So how old's the girl now?
The child
I mean,
or the
7 years younger. You see it. There's
If
you got
if he's, I think Karl
that
Malone
age.
is 59 now, but
and
so
then
I
there's a
guess he'd
7-year
be-
difference. There you go. How about
Obviously,
that?
she's
There was
an
a
older
7-year
woman
difference
now,
at the time.
but-
And so it'd still be a 7-year difference.
Yeah, but
And
at
then
the
son,
time,
again, check you out. The son,
I guess. that
and then
would've
he's
been-
had other kids, which he's been like. His daughter was in the WNBA, and he's again winning championships. She was on Detroit. I forgot her name. And then he was there. He was a part of that. So he's been present there, but he wasn't present over here.
But people have been kind of, how we do in this era where people find some old stuff and then they just
I mean,
rehash it.
my thing is if you're gonna view R. Kelly in a certain light, view him in that same
Wow,
light.
check you out.
Because just like how everybody highlights Blueface for beating up his girl,
Wow, check
everybody's
you out,
still
wow.
bashing Chris Brown for something he
We
did at
still-
17 years old.
Mr.
So
Mr.
let's
Mr.
not let's not have different let's not have different punishments for thank
No
you.
doubt. This vitamins.
Let's
body
not
armor.
have different punishments
Kobe.
for the same behavior just because it's coming from a different person. Right or wrong?
Right. It's just
You got nails and shit,
Thank
right?
you. What flavor is it? Ooh, Mamba flavor.
It's Kobe
Got some
juice. It's
Strawberry
Kobe juice.
grape Mamba forever.
Yeah, there's vitamins in it. This is
It's
way
so
healthier
good.
than. Oh, we shouldn't talk about this. I don't know. Right.
No, it's
Whatever
into
we're
the
drinking, whatever we're drinking is better than Gatorade.
It's a super drink.
Gatorade bill came after
It's
us.
vitamins you always look for.
Oh wow, that's delicious.
Potassium, vitamins.
That's delicious.
Right. Vitamin A, vitamin E, vitamin B, vitamin B, vitamin C,
Body
potassium,
armor.
zinc.
Mamba forever.
Correct. Check
This
it
is
out.
good.
Check it out. Right. All right. So that was that. So next topic. Last but not least, can we let's read off the standings for the NBA and we'll move on to football.
Did you get it purple because of the Kings?
Yes and no.
What purple?
Purple is
this.
one of my favorite colors. Purple is one of my
Really?
favorite. Yeah, for sure. Purple and red. Yeah, purple and red. My favorite color.
For a long time, I'm pretty sure Ed did not like the Lakers.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, Kobe. It's a
As a
respect
Kings
thing.
fan.
I grew up hating the Lakers. But respect to Kobe.
Kobe's my favorite player though, ever.
Yeah, Kobe did a lot of things.
He was-
What's up, bro?
he was a
What's up, bro? Check you out.
stand-up guy. Really, he really was.
Uh,
Anything you ever look up,
Did you
Kobe
see
just
LD? Did
stand
you
up.
see LD? That was LD.
Ladani.
Yeah. He,
But I feel like,
excuse me.
last thing I say, Kobe was like for my generation. It was like a generation before that was
So
Jordan.
the three great drafts, if you will, you guys got me going. Michael Jordan was in the '84 draft, and he was an era. The next great draft was '96. Kobe was in that. Iverson and others. And the next draft, LeBron 2003, Carmelo Anthony, Dwayne Wade, and others. So those, in my opinion, are the three greatest drafts because these are arguably the three greatest players of all time. Yeah. Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, and all greats in their era. The top guy, in all of their respective eras. So three different eras. So it's hard to compare the three when they all didn't come up at the same time.
I mean, yeah. they're
Well,
so
another reason why I do identify with Kobe because Kobe did play against Jordan, and then Kobe obviously played against LeBron. You know what I'm saying?
He was right
So
there.
I feel like
He
you,
was-
to
he
a certain
was
extent,
the-
you
he
can
was
kind
the-
of make that.
And
Yeah,
then middle
He was the
class.
yeah, he was. Yeah, I mean,
Check it out.
not you. Obviously, there's no Jordan and
Did
LeBron.
Michael Jordan just celebrate a birthday recently?
Just turned 60. Him and Charles Barkley.
Insane.
60 this year.
Happy
both of them.
birthday.
Happy birthday. Yeah.
Did he?
Yeah. Michael Jordan and Charles Barkley
I
was in
was
the past
shocked.
week.
Yeah, he's 60.
Michael Jordan's birthday is February 17th. Like, I do know that.
Hey.
I do know that because it's literally
MJ.
not mine. Yeah.
Let me hold some money, bruh.
For sure. How much Michael Jordan worth? Like a $1
Net
billion?
worth 1.7
Whatever
bill.
he touches is gold,
Honestly, I'm
bro.
surprised
He could
he's not more
sign. He
than
could sign
that.
anything in here. And
Jordan's is
and
still-
come on, the shoes.
Still
the
number
shoes.
one streetwear.
Come on, bro. More than all the other LeBron and everyone else put together. Jordan is still, come on, top selling shoe.
Yeah.
Real talk.
Adopt me, bro.
I know, right? So final topic with basketball. We're gonna go.
You want the
to,
standings?
We're doing the standings. If you can help me out once again, Miss Tayla.
All right.
So I'll start off the East, and maybe I'll let you you see how I do it.
Okay.
Kind of do it. So we have in the Eastern Conference, the Boston Celtics. They're 42-17. They've been the number one seed all year long. Went to the finals last year. Look like they'll make a run back at it. They look like the favorites as of right now. We have the number 2 seed Milwaukee Bucks. They're sitting at 41-17. So we're like 2/3 way through the season. We got 25 games left in the regular season before the playoffs start in around June. We have the Philadelphia 76ers in third place. They're sitting at 38-19. In fourth place, we have the Cleveland Cavaliers at 36-23. The Brooklyn Nets, new look Brooklyn Nets, post KD, post Kyrie Irving. They're in fifth place at 34-24. We have the New York Knicks at the 6th seed, 33-27. We have the Miami Heat at the 7th seed, 32-27. We have the Atlanta Hawks at the 8th seed, 29-30. Pause. They just fired their coach today.
Dang.
Wait,
Yeah, they just did
why?
Nate McMillan.
What was the reason?
Underachieving. They're in 8th place. They want to be better. They were better a year or two ago.
And he was beefing with the star
And he's
player.
beefing with the star player. And that was publicized in the past. Trey Young, you know who Trey Young is?
Yeah,
Right,
the
he was
light-skinned dude.
right. So he's the star player. He's a Steph Curry mold. Him and Nate McMillan has been beefing the past year almost. This past season for sure. He benched him. There was a conflict in practice, stuff like that. And they were like, "Wow, either they're going to trade
Why
Trey
would
Young
you
or fire the coach."
They're gonna fire the coach.
I called that a few episodes when.
But that's usually in any sport. You know, if you have a star player and a coach, it's like who's going to get the blame first.
Unless he's
you know?
Yeah.
Greg Popovich or Phil Jackson,
Right.
It's
It's usually gonna be the coach.
player before the coach, right?
Yeah.
So
Talent over there.
The coach gonna get it.
The big bucks, the jersey sales,
Yeah.
The person who's actually playing.
franchise, the
Yeah.
franchise, the max contract. Yeah,
Right.
him. So so at the ninth seed,
The bigger investment.
right. The ninth seed, we have the Washington Wizards at the or they're sitting at 28 and 30, and we have the Toronto Raptors in 10th place at 28 and 31. So if the playoffs and play-in tournaments started today, those would be the 10 teams to make the playoffs and the play-in tournament. So we have the outside looking in, 11th place through 15th place is the Chicago Bulls. They're in 11th at 26 and 33. They just signed Patrick Beverley again, so they're going to look to attempt to make the playoffs. I feel they have a good chance to do it with him on the roster. We have the Indiana Pacers sitting at 12, 26 and 34. They got my man Tyrese Halliburton. He made the All-Star game. 13th, we have Orlando, 24 and 35. They are tanking, so they're looking. So the worse you are in the standings, the more higher draft pick you get during the draft, right?
Okay.
So Orlando got the number 1 pick last year, so they were pretty bad last year too. So they're looking. They're still rebuilding. We have the Charlotte Hornets. We have
Detroit.
well, yeah, as well. But Charlotte is Mr. Ball, LaMelo Ball. How long will he be in Charlotte with them sitting in 14th place? You know, will he be on the move? Will Papa Bear and Mr. LeVar Ball want him out of town soon? So we'll see. And Michael Jordan owns the Charlotte Hornets, by the way.
Really?
Yeah, he is the owner. He owns the Charlotte Hornets. He
That's
bought the
going
Charlotte.
into those
He
billions.
He is the only black owner in the NBA, I believe.
Is he the owner?
I believe it is.
I think I don't know if he's the owner. I think
he
he's
sold it though. He did. He was like a big.
He is the
percentage of the
chairperson.
Nets. He sold it. He was.
he is the chairperson of the.
He is the
Charlotte
owner of the. He is the owner and CEO of the Charlotte Hornets, an NBA franchise, right? Valued at whatever, like he owns it.
So he's the one who does the investments on the players.
He owns it. He signs a check. That is his team.
That's
And because he grew up in
crazy.
North
I
Carolina,
would think that him being the owner, like,
he has a lot of yes men
better.
around him. That's Michael Jordan.
He has a lot of yes men.
Yeah,
around.
you gonna tell Michael Jordan no?
I was about to say.
If it's
You know what I'm saying?
official,
Michael
yeah.
Jordan. I done heard some stories about Michael Jordan. You know what I'm saying?
Intense.
Oh, he is.
He's an Aquarius.
I wouldn't
so
say
gotta cut it off.
intense and on the court and
in real life.
in real life.
Real life.
He might.
Arguably, his first retirement is a rumor. One of the biggest conspiracy theory rumors of the NBA ever is Michael Jordan's first retirement in '93, just winning 3 championships, and then he went to baseball for like a year or two.
Yeah, I remember
They said
that.
he got suspended in '93. This was in Last Dance and everything. That, you know, in the internet, if you dig deep enough, was rumored that he actually got suspended for a year for gambling, and then they told him, hey. We'll just say you retired and play baseball, do whatever you want, and then come back later. But they suspended him for a year. But they're not going to say we suspend Michael Jordan for a year. They're not going to say that.
That's interesting.
So that is a rumor and conspiracy theory of the NBA since I've been alive, for sure. It's one of the
Now
big
he
ones.
does
My
gambling
flash.
legally because I guess at the end of the day, like owning an
I
NBA
don't- I
team
don't-
is kind of gambling.
You
in
got to
its
give me
own
a second,
time.
Lance.
Check you out. But no, I mean, NBA teams make money, obviously. That's why they're owners. They win or lose for the most part. Back in the day, it was a bigger difference, but the collective bargaining agreements and the Players Association and the owners, they all come up with a big old agreement. And this is how much money we got. This is our TV contracts. This is all the money the NBA makes. This is how much every team makes. You know, the owners, the players, this is how much we're gonna make. You know, and the NBA got really popular because of Jordan, '96, the Olympics, and it went from a USA game to a global game. So a lot of contracts went way up. Some of these players, 10, 20, $30 million a year. Back in Michael Jordan's day, the average player was making like $1 million. And this is like in the 90s. So a lot of these guys don't have that money anymore, right?
$1 million is nothing now. 'cause
But
these players are
again,
making, like,
what I
200
said,
mil,
I'm
75
You got to
I can
adjust
show
for
you-
inflation, you know?
There's
Yeah,
I can show you.
shit.
There's
The
a
amount of money
website.
these NBA players are getting now is like
Right, 10 million a
insane.
year, 20 million a year, 30 million a year.
Insane. I'm
There's a website I go to. It'll tell you everybody contract. I'll show it to you.
That's crazy.
Right. So and that's that. Right. And then last but not least, we have the Detroit Pistons. They've had some injuries and they are rebuilding. They had the number 1 seed recently as well, so they're looking to rebuild.
At the very, very last place.
There you go.
I hope
So,
they're looking to rebuild.
so we have the
Let's
Western
see.
Conference. There we go. We got it.
All right, Western
There we go.
Conference. We got Denver.
Yes.
All right, coming in at 41, losses 18. Memphis Grizzlies, number 2, 35-22. Sacramento, look at you, number
out.
3,
Check you out.
32-25.
Shout out to the Kings.
LA Clippers, 33-28, coming in at 4th. 5th place, we got Phoenix Suns, 32-28. 6th place, Dallas Mavericks, 31-29. New Orleans, number 7 at 30-29. What is that, Minnesota?
Minnesota Timberwolves.
Yep.
All right, they're coming in at 8th place with 31-30. Golden State at 9th place. That's shocking. 29-29.
Steph Curry's injured.
Oh, explains a lot.
So yeah, he's injured. He's out for a little bit. So get well soon, Steph Curry.
Yeah,
There you
9th
go.
place is for the Golden State. Is shocking. 10th place, Oklahoma, 28-29. And then the outsiders looking in
Check
is
you out.
Utah, 29-31. 12th place, Portland, 28-30. LA Lakers, 27-32.
Pause. Time out.
Is
Real
LeBron
quick, the
injured?
Lakers. They've lost a lot of close games with LeBron playing. LeBron scoring 30, 40 points, triple doubles, and losing. That's what the Lakers have been going through all season long. So the
But
Lakers,
that's what
I just
I'm
saw this
saying.
today.
I never understand why they want to just put all that pressure on just one person.
Check you out. It's team basketball, right?
I mean,
It's a team.
I mean,
It's a village.
they had
It's a village.
They had Westbrook, who was gone now,
They
and
just
also
traded Westbrook.
AD
They just
as
made
well.
some moves at the deadline for sure.
I mean-
do they have any incomings? That
yeah. D'Angelo Russell is the guy. Is the savior.
I can't lie though. Lately, it
Anthony
feels
Davis-
like
Anthony
whoever
Davis,
plays with
the-
LeBron
you know,
immediately gets worse.
The number one reason the Lakers are where they're at, respect, love, is Anthony Davis's durability, availability. Because this guy's hurt. And then, so the Lakers, and I saw this stat real quick. The Lakers, they have 24 games left. They have to win like the next 16 to 24 games to make the playoffs play in. Or the Lakers and LeBron James are not in the postseason this year.
Oh my goodness.
So that's a lot going on LeBron right now, for sure.
LeBron will be all right.
Pressure.
And then-
Yeah, he'll be all right, but sheesh, like they're trying to get him to retire, huh? San Antonio Spurs, 14-45. And then very last, we have Houston Rockets with 13 wins and 45.
So loose prediction, something's telling me I think one of those two teams might get the number 1 pick in the draft.
It's looking
Because
pretty likely.
They're bad on purpose this year. They're young. They're bad on purpose. They're looking to acquire high draft picks. So those guys could be the next LeBron, Tim Duncan, whoever, and be great. So they're banking on a young guy versus whoever's currently available. Players get drafted 18, 19, 20 years old, and they're expected for the next 5 years to save the city, save the franchise, every team. So that's the standings. So that sums up basketball.
Best wishes on that.
Correct. Can we get a time check, sir? And we're probably moving on to football. I think we covered
We're an hour in.
Hour in. So
Yep.
we got
We got some time.
we got some time. Our episodes will be between 60 and 90 minutes. So we got football. So changing gears, guys. You wanna start us out, Mr. Matz?
All right. So,
Good job, man.
do I?
Natural. See, it's first
So-
first take prime time.
So
Watch
so
out, ESPN.
Did we all watch the Super Bowl?
Watch the Super Bowl.
Oh, yeah.
Check you out.
You know,
Rihanna
I.
concert.
Of course. That's
Oh, yeah?
You know the Rihanna concert had more ratings than the Super Bowl.
Yo, I bet it did.
No, because you got the Super Bowl, everyone's watching the Super Bowl, and then maybe common
So-
folks like, oh, the Rihanna's show, and she hasn't performed in 8 years, pregnant like
Yeah.
Taylor Drake.
Yeah, and she had a Fenty commercial in there too.
Oh, for sure.
So-
Big commercials for the Super Bowl was like
No,
a
it wasn't
gajillion
even a
dollars.
commercial. It was like in the middle
Oh,
of her
check it out. I didn't watch
performance.
that
She like picked up some like
Of
one of her
course.
little makeup things. Just
Branding,
a little
marketing,
quick little.
of course.
Plug. So I have a question for you. Did you watch Super Bowl last year?
Did I watch it last year?
It was the Rams and the Bengals.
Okay, yeah, and Rams won, right?
Yeah, the Rams.
Yeah, and Odell and.
Odell got hurt. Correct.
yeah.
Yeah, correct.
So, how do you feel like this halftime show stacks up to last year's?
Oh, shoot.
Oh,
Great
no
question.
one compares to Rihanna. You can't compete where you can't compare.
Oh, wow, both right.
It's
Dang.
Rihanna.
Haymakers. Yeah, Taylor gonna start with some haymakers in the first round. For sure.
It's Rihanna.
No, I mean numbers. It's a numbers game, right? It's a numbers
Literally.
game. And then shout out to LA and all those, and all the OGs and Snoop Dogg, of course. But Rihanna's global, right? More numbers, female. You know what I heard at a press conference? Like it was was a major magazine, like when I first got here, I don't remember, but they said, if you peel the guys, like guys are gonna pull up. You peel the girls are gonna show up, and guys are gonna follow the girls.
I literally, my friends
Right,
in Houston,
right.
they had a watch party, nothing but girls at the Airbnb, and it was literally just for the halftime show. I was at Texas Live. Yeah, I was at Texas Live.
Halftime show only 13 minutes.
And I seen people with shirts on, like
what the heck?
Rihanna concert interrupted by a football game. Weird, but I'm still coming.
I
Like,
did see some stuff.
yeah, T-shirts like that.
But I mean, it's been a long time since people seen Rihanna, so her
Music
fans.
thing in a while. She's been focused on like the mom thing, of course. But aside from that, like the lingerie thing, you see everybody in like the.
She has multiple streams of income.
Yeah, she has
the average
makeup.
millionaire has 7 streams of income.
She said she don't need y'all to buy the music, but she'll put it
She
out if
really
she need to.
don't. All her hits is made her where she's at today.
Right.
She can live.
She
off
said
that shit.
she said I'll put out an album when I feel like it. And y'all gonna
Right,
have to.
real talk. And then she moved to another country and she was out of sight, out of mind for a lot of years.
But she was never out of mind. She was.
I mean, out of mind, but as far as like not public appearances, TMZ,
Yeah.
like she used to tweet out, "Hey, I'm walking around this country," and people, and just incognito. Some celebrities I met, I don't want to say their names, but like people here, artists, you could tell like some of them, they're so used to this and that, whatever. They just want to just chill. Be one of the guys.
Yeah.
Play PlayStation with the fellas
Privacy
and rap
is
and
peaceful.
smoke and drink and chill and not be bothered.
With somebody trying to take a picture of you every second.
Right.
Check you out. Right.
Shout out to Justice in the building
Shout out
too.
to Justice. Justice is
He always come in with the jokes.
Ronnie's go to the Miami Dolphins. Justice is one of the young players on the roster, rookie, second-year guy by now. He does a lot of good things. An intern, he does a lot of great things. So shout out to Justice. Mastermind. I taught him how to play chess.
Did you?
We were strolling.
I didn't know you were a chess player.
Oh, I love chess. I get the thrill of chess the way I do boxing. Like I love chess. I love chess. I'll go to
Why I don't talk about chess on the podcast?
No, that's a new show idea. I have 2 show ideas. And we could talk about before we sign off. And chess is one of them. A chess club at the studio, and I'll play anyone in chess for $1 or $5, like legit, anytime.
Bringing up on all of them.
Yeah, I'll play anyone in chess today, tomorrow, the rest of my life. I will play you live, right? I'll play somebody
You
live
got a lot
for
of dip on your
$1.
chip. You must be really good.
I'm above average. I'm above average.
He's not your regular
I'm above average.
chess
I
player.
win more than I lose. And I'll play a lot of people on the phone. I'll play you. If you know how to play, yeah, I'll play you.
I mean,
I'll play Madden chess. Matt, who won when we played chess?
I can't remember.
Come on, don't do that.
I can't remember.
Matt, don't do that. We remember we was at the homie house and it was like Thanksgiving or something. And
I
I played
knows
you.
no.
exactly
Come on,
when,
come on.
where.
Don't do that. Don't do that.
The
We played
last
chess
time-
one time in real life.
the last
we
time
played
I-
Madden and we keep track. I talk shit. We bet on
The
games,
last time I
shit.
played chess, it was against Radio,
Okay.
and I beat him once. He beat me twice.
Okay, you know what I did with Rated? Because this is what happened. Me and Matt was playing chess, and then this is what happened. Me and Matt for fun. I beat Matt, like I did, bro. And then and Big Homie was like, right. Shout out to CEO. Big Homie was like, you and Matt play again. Let me watch you play. I said, no, you and me play. You're not gonna watch me play, Matt, because he pulled up after I was about to win. I won, and he's right there.
Yeah.
And then he's like, okay, we can play. And then he gonna put some money up.
Yeah.
So I was like, yeah, shout out to the CEO. And then he was like, oh, we can play chess. I was like, all right, we play chess. And he was like, $50. I was like, yeah. I was like, oh, $50. I was like, all right, $50. And we played. I crossed my heart, hope to die. My name is Edward. We were playing chess. Me and the CEO, never satisfied. We're playing intense. It probably was like an hour. I sacrificed my queen for his queen. We was going at it. And then we were going. And it ended in a tie because he told me a rule I didn't know. If you checkmate at least like 10 or 15 times, it goes into a tie. And then I was winning the whole game, and I'm about to I'm checkmate. He gets a checkmate, a check. He gets out, check. He gets out, check. He gets out. That was I promise.
So
him.
the tie
And then
game.
he was like, yeah, it's a tie. And then I googled it, and he was right. And you know what he said at the end? He said, shout out to CEO. He said, as a king, you should know all your moves, right? So he said that, and then he said, let's play again. I said, no, I'm not playing you.
It was too intense.
It was too intense. It was
Too
too
intense?
intense. It's like a tie. It's like tying a game in the NFL.
I do know
it's
that
too
Radio
intense.
knows his chess.
So shout out to Big Homie.
He-
We played one
He
time.
knows
We
his
tied, and when that day comes,
Have you
that day
played
might
him?
come one day.
Have you played?
So the last time,
So shout to Double R.
me and Ed might have played, but I don't remember.
Okay.
But the last time I played radio,
because this was like 2 years ago. This was like it wasn't like
played
recent.
radio.
This
The
was like
last time I
this
played
was like
radio-
it was like a while ago.
he was like, "Hey, let's play chess." We played chess, and I just beat him flat out.
He probably
And he didn't. No, he wasn't bullshitting. I beat him flat
No,
out.
he used to play as a kid. Respect. Look, he used to play as a kid.
I used to be in the
And
chess
won
club my
tournaments.
damn self.
And, no, Big Homie won tournaments
So?
as a kid. He'll tell you.
I played
He'll tell
chess
you,
as a
he'll tell
child
you.
as well,
Yeah, he won
but I
tournaments
beat
as
him
a kid.
flat out. He just ain't like it. So he
course.
was like,
No, then you talk about betting some money, play it again.
Yeah, he was like, we
Yeah,
gotta play again. I'm
Yeah,
like,
for sure. He's gonna get his rematch.
Yeah, he
gonna
going.
get his
He
rematch.
got me in the second game though. He sure did. He got me in the second
Oh
game.
my
He
god.
gonna get you in the rematch, right? Shit.
That's funny.
Shit, we
Shout out to all the chess players.
need to
Tell a
do.
lot of a man by how he plays chess.
Check you out. No. Chess. I got a fun fact for you. Chess was invented. I didn't know this. I found this out past month or two. Chess was discovered in the 1500s, right? So in Europe somewhere, wherever, I don't know. So and then in the United States, 1776. So chess is older than the United States, and probably George Washington and them was playing chess.
It's a complex game. It's like a game of
You
life.
see the Netflix one with the girl and she's
Yeah.
playing. That was a great show.
the, the Gambit.
Great show.
Yeah.
Great show. Correct. You seen it? Okay, cool.
Intense.
Right. No, I love this. I love it. Can you play? We talking all this shit. Can you play? You know the simple stuff. You know the
I
game. You
won't
know what.
reveal my hand. You'll just have to see.
Oh, check you out. Check you out.
Shit, we could do Uno too. That's my
Oh,
game.
I'm
poker.
Uno champ. I'll talk my shit.
You know
on
you
Uno.
talk.
As soon as they make Uno a thing in gambling casinos and stuff, I'm in there. You'll never not
No.
see me in a.
You play
But you
Phase
saying
10?
that you know how to. You know how to
Phase
play
10?
You play Texas
I
Hold'em?
don't know how to play. No, I can't play Texas.
I know you talking like that. You talking like that. You know how to play cards.
He said, I don't reveal my hand. Check you out, bro.
So we can move on to the
moving
next
on,
thing.
moving on.
So
Football.
Taylor,
Taylor Drake.
what do you know about the Dallas Cowboys?
Check you out. She knows a few. Right. She knows.
We've all been the same places. We've all been the
Some
same.
good stuff. I know some crappy stuff.
Right.
That's the on the field stuff.
Yeah.
What do you know about the Dallas
That's
Cowboys?
Have you caught any games this year? Do you watch the playoffs?
Yeah, I'm faithfully watching Cowboys.
We're loyal to the soil. The stadium's in Arlington, and Taylor is one of the biggest names in Arlington. Respect, love, no doubt.
So I ain't gonna say I'm not the biggest fan, but I have felt like the Cowboys should get rid of Ezekiel Elliott for at least the past 2 years. He hasn't really produced, and they paid him a lot of money.
Okay.
I think he's going to take a pay cut, but I have been a strong proponent of let's just move on. Granted, I'm not a Cowboys fan per se, but you know what I'm saying? I'm here. So
I can actually agree with you on that though, because I do feel like anytime don't get me wrong, when he gets the ball, he can go against a lot of pressure against him. You know what I mean? But it's like he's not really getting a lot of yards.
he take about 2 steps and fall to the ground.
Yeah, he's not getting as much yards as I would want us to be getting whenever the ball falls in his hands.
Tony Pollard be scoring like 3 touchdowns.
Yeah.
So
I can somewhat agree with you on that.
Franchise tag. I saw that today. I think they're going to franchise tag Tony Pollard.
that would be a smart decision.
That'd be a great decision.
That would be a
He was-
smart decision.
By the way, Tony Pollard, he's the other running back, right? So statistically, and we play fantasy football, so it's based a lot on statistics. Tony Pollard was a top 5 running back in the NFL. So RB2, the other guy, Ezekiel Elliott, making $18 million this past year, and then produced a little bit under Tony Pollard because Ezekiel Elliott did produce. It's not like he did nothing.
No,
You know what I'm saying? And then Tony
But he
Pollard,
did. He produced
check
at
me
the
out,
dot
check
with
me
his
out, bro.
brother.
Tony Pollard made $1 million this past year, and he's top 5 running back in the NFL. And then you paying all the big bucks to Ezekiel Elliott, and he's not even doing as much as his the guy behind him, his backup.
There's probably a lot of injuries going on with Ezekiel Elliott. He's doing some unhumane hits. So it's
He's
probably
taking
where
some
that-
punishment, yeah.
Yeah,
Running
for
backs
sure.
do. Running backs do. How long has he been in the league? Remember when he got drafted?
2016.
Matt's got some pictures of him as rookie. in
I
the
got
club,
some
in the
pictures.
club. You know, remember Matt? You know Matt was all up in the club in the day, taking pics.
I got some pictures of those guys
Yeah,
that I can't share, but
yeah.
I got some pictures.
I bet. Cowboys like to party.
Yep.
Whoa. Win or lose.
We having a bad
Win or
year.
lose, they out here.
The defense in Dallas could take y'all to a Super Bowl.
One of the better
Parsons
ones.
is
He's the man. He's the man. He's
Amazing.
top 5 defensive player for sure. He's MVP candidate on the defensive end for sure. Like we'll give him his flowers.
His
He is.
sack record is
Check
crazy.
you out. You know what's up. Yeah, he's solid. He's
Is
arguably
he number 1 for sacks?
I don't know if he's number one, but he was.
No,
he was,
that's my man's in San Francisco.
Yeah,
Joe-
but he was
Bosa.
definitely Nick Bosa.
number 97 on the 49ers. He led the league in sacks.
But Micah Parsons is up.
He's
there.
up there. He's like top 5 in a lot of categories.
He's
Like
doing
no doubt. The reason why the Cowboys were as good as they are, I feel that respectfully, the defense is better than the offense. Right?
Absolutely.
The defense carried them as long as they did, especially when QB1 went out game 1. When Dak broke
But
his
Rush
thumb.
isn't a bad backup to have. I'm actually really
You know
thankful
that
we
you know
have
they're the
Rush.
same. They're
Rush had me looking at Dak like maybe we should just keep Rush in there.
You know they're the same age, drafted the same year, so the
Really?
rookies together. And Dak was always like he got the Ferrari and this guy got the Honda keys.
Because one thing Dak
This guy got the Ferrari
one
keys.
thing
This guy
Dak
got the
is
Honda
good
keys.
for is a turnover, and I'm over that. Like, why are you steadily throwing to the wrong team?
Dak definitely
know
has
what
had
it
a
is? You know what it
he's-
is?
at the worst
At
time.
least-
He gets
yeah,
paid for
at least
Dak.
every game he
Dak
gotta do it at least once.
Dak makes $40 million a year,
He does.
and then so a lot of Cowboy fans I heard it's like, yo, if he's getting paid the big bucks, he needs to get it done.
But his
But I think they need to get offensive line and figure out what they're doing with both the running backs.
Yeah.
Because
Dak's
they're both
statistics
free
aren't
agents.
bad though.
They're
His
both free
statistics
agents.
aren't
They're
bad.
not bad.
But like I said, he does have a lot of like costly like turnovers
Yeah.
at
The wrong
Critical,
time.
yeah,
critical.
critical
Like
moments.
you are
Wrong
sending us
time.
back
Yeah.
there.
So I mean, a lot of people did say it was like if we had Cooper Rush, we would have won the playoff game. That's how a lot of people in Dallas felt.
I can't object
Skip
to
Bayless.
that, 'cause I
Skip
was
Bayless
one
said
of
that too. Skip Bayless said that the next day he's like, Cooper, right.
Skip
those-
be
Not a bad backup.
Off the wall sometimes.
Didn't he go to school out here too? Rush?
Rush did he? I don't know.
Did
I
go
think
to
he
school?
He
did.
might have, right? I know,
He went to
right?
TCU?
I-
Or SMU?
Great
We
question.
could look it
I'm
Or
up.
was
looking
it
right now.
Texas Tech? I don't know. I know
One
he
of them
went to
Texas,
school
maybe. I
somewhere
just
in Texas.
when I looked him up because I didn't know who he because outside looking in, I like preparing for the show when he got put in. I'm like, oh,
He
who's this
didn't,
guy?
but
Where?
he went to Central Michigan.
Oh.
is he?
I was
Where's he
way off.
from? I don't know, check it out. Is he
He's
from
also a
Texas?
free agent though.
Check you out. So he's off the books. So another team, a bad team, might offer him more money than the Cowboys can at QB2 since they're paying Dak Prescott $40 million a year. So they might lose their backup quarterback in free agency. And they also have to, again, figure out both of their running backs, what they're doing. Are they keeping Ezekiel Elliott? They're letting him walk. They're going to franchise tag Tony Pollard, give him a big deal. And are they going to draft a running back at some point?
Yeah, let Zeke go. Let him go. Let him go play for
You
like.
think he's going to
another
stay? Think
team.
he's going to go? Do you have an early prediction on that?
He wants to be here though.
He's
All
gonna
that being
stay.
said, you think he's going to stay? I think he's going to stay.
I think
I think he's gonna
who
stay.
gets the chance to be a Dallas Cowboy.
I think he's staying. I think unless they don't want him back and they're like, get the hell on. He prefers to stay.
It's America's team.
Their franchise is top 5 in all sports, but top football team for sure. Value as a franchise. The Cowboys are.
They might be the most valuable sports team.
I think so. They're top 5 for
believe
sure.
Dallas
Top football team
is
for
the
sure.
Only team that, no matter how many losses, like they have the most loyal fan base.
There's a lot of people here.
It's,
And they've
the Cowboys are the most valuable sports team.
Exactly. They make the most money, win or
It's
lose.
America's
They make the
team.
most money, win or lose, because a lot of people are tuning in, and
There's
there's
billions.
Cowboy fans
That is
across the
billions.
nation.
5.5 billion. I think.
Yeah, that's what I was seeing.
So, so yeah, Cowboys.
So
What's that?
And see, that number 2 is only because of Tom, and he just announced.
Tommy boy,
Yeah.
he's retired. But yeah, Dallas, Triple D, Dallas Cowboys.
So they'll look to make the playoffs next year. They got to figure quarterback out. They got to figure out running back. Maybe offensive line. Maybe another playmaker. Another receiver. I mean, when I heard Dallas radio, real critical of the Cowboys right after they lost. Real critical.
Yeah.
They're just critical of
Real
that.
critical. But they were saying, hey, they need to draft everything. Well, again, improvement.
There
But
was rumors about Odell getting drafted.
No,
He was-
correct.
He was here for a
no,
little
correct.
bit.
Big facts. He was hanging out with a couple of the fellas at the Mavericks games. He was talking to him, but ultimately, what happened with that? He was looking to sign for the rest of the past season and sign to be a part of the playoffs and all that, but he didn't medically clear.
Yep.
Yeah, because
So-
he's super injury prone, right?
He tore his ACL in the
ACL.
Super Bowl last year. And sometimes that's 6 to 12 months, and especially when you're older, that's a lot of that ACL.
A lot of
I tore my
The
rehab.
fact that they even joked about it in that movie.
Oh, they did.
Yeah, Odell was in that movie.
And
Because
House Party.
They
Yeah.
Yeah.
filmed that probably within the past
and
year.
he fell and fell into the thing.
Yeah.
I was like, not them kidding about him.
That was a
being
funny
so
part.
injury-
Odell
He's a
Beckham
good
was
sport
in it.
though for doing that.
No, for sure.
he
Odell, that
got
was
that
one of the
kind of
more
check.
funnier
Yeah.
scenes in the movie. Yeah, when Odell Beckham, for sure.
Because everybody knows he's super injury prone. I hate that for him though.
That's football.
That's
football.
It's
Everybody banged
100%
up.
chance of you getting injured
Everybody
if you
banged
play
up.
football.
1000% chance you're gonna get injured.
Yes.
For sure.
Shoot, I used to play. You know what I'm saying? You leave practice,
Sore.
your whole
Shaking
body
up.
hurt. Legs hurting, arms hurting, back hurting, whole
And
body
next day
hurting.
you gotta show up 100%. So.
Correct.
I played up until 14. I was getting hurt a lot.
Yeah.
So that ended my career. My chance of getting drafted. I got hurt. I
14.
I got
Just hit me. He said
Yeah, 14. I said
14.
14. That's when my career ended. 14, 15. Right
I stopped at 16, so
Come on, yeah.
My career
I
never
suited up.
started.
I suited up. Right.
you know.
I suited up.
Nah, but
It's a lot on the body to be an athlete.
Right. I got hurt a bunch, and I was like, "That's that."
Did y'all watch the XFL?
I was gonna bring up the XFL. That was
It just started.
we're on. Let's
Yeah.
finish up NFL stuff, and that was coming up.
so the other big name that's been talked about, and obviously I'm from Baltimore, so I'm a huge Ravens fan, is Lamar Jackson.
His name's been up a lot. He wanted some big money. The team didn't give it to him. And now, as of the past couple of days, I saw in the media, and the reason I brought this up for us to discuss is he going to get franchise tagged, or is he going to get traded for at least 2 first-round picks?
It's
I saw
up to
that-
Lamar.
I saw that today.
It's up to Lamar.
And I saw another rumor, him getting traded for Tua.
No.
I saw that. I saw that
No.
past day or two.
No.
Somebody said, one of these reporters said it.
No.
One of these reporters said it.
No.
One of these reporters said it. I just didn't make that up.
I don't know. Man.
No, I mean a lot. But
I'm
what
gonna
I'm
be
saying,
hurt
a lot
if we
of-
trade
a
Lamar
lot of-
Jackson.
A lot of scenarios.
If we let him walk
are
out that
there.
door, I'm gonna be upset.
The
You know what I'm
Baltimore
saying?
Ravens.
We gotta pay that man.
We're talking about the quarterback for the Baltimore Ravens. He's about to be a free agent. He wants a lot of money. The team doesn't want to give it to him. So now, as of late, they're saying, is he still going to be there, or are they going to exercise?
It's speculated.
options to do-
Show me Lamar Jackson.
It's
He
speculated
won MVP one year. He's
he
a black
won the MVP
quarterback,
of the league one year.
number 8.
The
black
first
quarterback.
MVP we've ever had in Baltimore.
Jackson.
I think I'm
Did you see him like?
he's
Oh,
like
this,
a real hood, like
He's from Florida, so he kind of has some
yeah,
Kodak
okay.
Black.
I know who we're talking about here.
so one of the bigger names in the NFL for sure. One of the better
You know what I
quarterbacks
like
for
about
sure.
Lamar? You
What's
go
that?
to his Instagram and he's
Okay, you know
still
he
a
is.
hood. He's like your typical hood dude that you would see on Instagram, like nothing flashy, nothing.
Nah, he just
Actually, he's a regular.
he is like
he takes the
nah.
most Florida dude pictures.
Yeah.
he's
Him and Kodak like best friends.
Check it
really
out.
yeah.
Let me see if I can pull it up here.
No, I know who we're talking about now. They won't even trade him.
It's not that they're trying to trade
They don't
him.
want to give him the money. He wants the max money. He wants the He wants the big
As he
contract.
should.
Right. You know your worth.
It's not
And
that
then
they're
what-
wanting to trade him, but it's just that they can't agree on a dollar amount. So it's speculated that the
It's-
team
it's
is
a haggle.
$100
It's back
million
and forth. These are these meetings.
off.
Yeah, they're haggling back and forth on what the contract number should be.
But I'm looking like as a Ravens fan, I'm like our success is dependent on Lamar. So if I'm like if Lamar isn't on the team, you know what I'm saying? If you're not gonna pay anybody else who is an impact player, like just pay Lamar. I don't see why they just don't pay him what he's asking for. Obviously they
Because he knows his word.
Check you out.
well yeah, but I
There's
totally
50, but
agree.
there's 53 players on the roster.
There's 53 people.
And he's one of the 53. You have to pay everybody else, and you want to win games. If you pay him, you can't pay other players, and so then they're stuck in the middle of the road compared to other teams.
Lamar
So
Jackson.
that's the Baltimore Ravens dilemma.
If I was
currently.
to break it down, Lamar Jackson is essentially what Michael Vick would have been if he didn't.
He is the modern day Michael Vick.
Yeah, if Michael
He
Vick
is
didn't-
Michael Vick.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
Right. He's running. He's one of the dynamic. Puts up big numbers. Can throw the stuff out the ball. You know what I'm saying? He can win a lot of ways, but he needs help. And and respectfully, they haven't built the best team around him in the draft.
We just need a dang on wide receiver.
Wide receiver,
That's
you know.
really it.
So
We need somebody who can catch third
defense is
downs.
above average, but the offense could use a little bit more help.
The defense is amazing,
Appreciation.
but Lamar Jackson, first MVP we've ever had. You know what I'm saying? So, and granted, we've won Super Bowls with other people in Baltimore, but like, he's probably the most entertaining quarterback that we've ever had.
Yeah.
And we need him on the team because it's gonna keep my city's name in people's mouths and people in them seats and people buying those jerseys.
Right.
You know, granted, all respect to
It's-
Ray
it's,
Lewis and all of them
it's-
guys.
It's box office. That means
But yeah, it's
Kyrie,
box office.
Your Durant,
Yeah.
your big names, and Lamar is one of those.
He's-
names in
yes.
the NFL for sure. Top 5 quarterback, like hands down, like right now.
so a lot of people think that he might be out of there, you know, just because of the circumstance.
It's on the.
You know,
it's on
usually
the table
these situations don't play out
in the favor of the.
in the favor of, you know, everybody coming to a common ground. So I would hate for Lamar to go play for the Jets, but
Wow.
I don't know what else. to
Other
say.
teams on the table. Other teams will give up half their team, half their picks, half their players to get him on the roster. There's other teams that will give up the whole farm, the whole bank
knows
for this
this.
player, and
That's
he
why
knows
he's
this, and that's
asking
his
for what
leverage.
he's
Correct,
asking
and that's his
for.
leverage in negotiation. Like I go the Jets, I go the Dolphins, and they
I'm
go.
the reason why your team's on them.
I'm the reason we're even relevant in the playoffs here.
He's the reason why
I'm
the Ravens are relevant.
He is the guy. He's the guy.
Without Lamar, the
Not
Ravens
too many
don't
other
get talked
big
about at
names
all.
on the roster, you know, on the offensive end compared to him. You know, some dynamic duos, quarterback, receiver, quarterback, running back, big names, Pro Bowl names. You know what I'm saying? So,
But yeah, Lamar, I love you, bro. Don't leave. You know what I'm saying?
for
Hopefully
Matt's
y'all
sake
figure
and
it
the
out.
city of Baltimore,
Figure it out.
figure it out.
Steve Bisciotti, just pay the man. Just
Hashtag
give him
pay
the
the
money.
man.
Give him the money.
Just pay the man.
Hashtag
You know what I'm
pay the man.
saying?
Just give him the money.
Just give him the money because,
NFM money.
you
So
know.
that's shout out to the Baltimore Ravens. And to close out, we have the draft coming up. That's coming up, so big day. So
About a month and a
we should
half.
Cover it live. I'm putting that out there now. It's April 27th. Me and Matt watch the draft, talk stuff.
Great idea.
Right, you know what I'm saying?
And maybe dope if we could do it like at a bar or something. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
Pour
right.
us a
We-
drink,
right.
have some wings.
We
You
just
know what
gotta
I'm
get the
saying?
internet going. If we got the internet going, we'd be live at a bar. That's one of my visions and episode ideas.
That would be pretty cool.
Right, Norm Goes Talk Sports live
You'd have
from
to-
Live from Twin
on
Peaks.
location, live from
Yeah.
Twin. Right, come on, knockouts, whatever, right?
Yeah.
All that.
That sounds-
49er bar.
Sounds like fun.
49er bar. All right, so that's that, and then so switching from the NFL to the XFL. The XFL is another professional sports league. It's owned by Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. They just
Wait, The Rock owned XFL?
He bought it from Vince McMahon.
What?
Wait,
Correct.
I thought he just owned one of the teams.
No, he owns the whole league.
That's
I gotta look that
No,
up.
no,
Hold up.
I got you. You can look this. I got some facts for y'all. So there's 8 teams. They're 8 different locations. They all practice
Oh,
in
snap.
Arlington and Dallas and this and that. So the headquarters of the whole league.
You show enough right though.
I know, sir. Yeah.
I was out in Arlington one time and I seen the Orlando XFL team out there,
You're like, what
just chilling.
Right. So they're there.
In
So this
Arlington.
is it's another league. These guys get paid like 5 figures a year, 6 figures a year.
Yeah.
Right. You
I had
know,
a friend who,
in
like,
the
he's the
XFL
reason
summer?
I even knew about it. His name was
The Dallas-
Jamar Summers.
not the Dallas Renegades, the Arlington Renegades. So
Yeah.
and they
Yeah,
play
Arlington.
and then they play in the
They have a pretty solid fan base.
Yeah.
and then they play
Like, it was a lot of people. I went to the game.
okay, it's in the old baseball stadium.
Yep.
Because there's the old one and the new one. The old one, okay, because the old one is open and the new one's a dome.
Yeah.
So they still have the old one. It's right in the same neck of the woods, right by the Cowboys Stadium.
Across the street.
Right. And then that's where their games are.
Yeah,
So-
I went.
Okay, we'll check you out.
That was
Okay.
fun.
When?
It was this weekend.
Check you out. Yeah, it was just the opening
Arlington
weekend.
Renegades.
Okay,
Opening
check you out.
weekend.
Yeah, we gotta
You know, I'm from
check it
Arlington.
out live and locate. Yeah.
Yeah.
Reporting live from the game.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Reporting, normal girls talks. No guys.
No, you guys got to get up there in the.
No, we will. We can.
Yeah,
we,
no, y'all
we-
definitely can.
We can. Like, we can. We can.
Y'all
But yeah.
definitely can.
Shout out to The Rock though,
The
bro.
Rock,
Yeah, that's
because he
amazing.
said, and then in his
It's like
story.
that one movie. What was that movie? It's like he did it in real life. What was that movie where he goes to? It's like a jail and he creates.
Gridiron
like,
Gang with
Yeah.
Exhibit. I
Gridiron
had that on
Gang.
He brought
DVD.
it to life.
Yeah, yeah.
Gridiron
No,
Gang.
former
It's
former
reality. That's
former
amazing.
college player. He played at University of Miami back in the day. He
Yep.
played with a lot of big names.
Warren Sapp.
He a lot of
All
names like
those
that. He was
people, yeah.
teammates with a lot of guys like that. And then he went off to the NFL, never made it, went to pro wrestling. Because his father and a lot of his family members were in pro wrestling. That's how he built
Don't The
his-
Rock got a sitcom too?
Young Rock, yes, he does.
Yeah.
Young Rock. It's hard. It's hard. I think I saw clips of one. Yeah, it's hard. They reference him back in the day, real wrestlers back in the day, all that.
It's like everybody hates Chris, but The Rock.
right. Yeah, real shit. Yeah, the Young
Was
Rock
it
on
like a Hawaiian
NBC,
version? Any Hawaiian?
Peacock, NBC. Yeah. It's Young Rock. Yeah,
That's awesome.
yeah. Shout out to The Rock. He's on my phase. Like,
Dwayne Johnson. Like,
Yeah,
give
yeah.
this man his credit. We
No,
know
but-
his name.
But back in the day, wrestling persona.
Yeah, he will.
That's
probably be the
crazy.
The
Yeah,
champ, the
I was
champ.
literally, I don't know what
Yesterday
I'm
I went
doing.
to the game.
Right.
My
He was
dad's
there.
a
The
big
Rock was there.
WWE
Holy crap! I
fan.
would go to
My
that.
dad,
The
and-
Rock be at the games. Of course, he's
He
at the
do
games.
be at the games.
Of course, he's at the
Yeah, he
games.
was in Arlington.
He was, and
That's
I seen a clip of him practicing with one of the teams. And all that out there.
Yeah, he's
And then out there, he's out there for sure.
pretty stand-up guy.
No doubt. No, The Rock is the man. So that
Damn, my guy goes in one of the games though.
Giving all these men,
A job.
Yeah, recognition. A lot of former NFL
A
players
way to
there.
feed their family.
Yeah, there's only so many positions, right?
Right.
There's thousands of
I heard
college
the
players.
Houston one is actually like amazing. Like their team.
I don't know what all the cities on top of my head, but there's 8 teams. I know that.
Yeah.
There's 8 teams. They all practice here.
I want to say the Arlington Renegades plays Houston next in Houston, but I heard that the Houston team is actually like really, really good.
Really good, right? Check you
Yeah.
out.
Houston Roughnecks.
Yeah. This one's
Other
Vegas.
teams? Okay, check
yeah.
you out. Okay, bet.
So
Name all the
actually-
teams. Name all the teams.
Somebody I work with is one of the coaches at the Vegas Vipers.
That's who we
A
played
female
with.
woman. Her name is Victoria. She's the owner of Journey Fit here in Dallas. But she's one of the coaches on the Vegas Vipers.
Yeah, they just played Arlington Renegades here, and I want to say Arlington plays Houston at Houston this upcoming.
These people were just chilling in Arlington, but this was like a month or so ago. And I'm literally walking down the street, and I'm like,
What
I
are you
can't-
doing here?
I'm like, yeah, but they was literally in a parking lot going over plays. Like, I swear to
Right.
God.
That's like-
But I ain't want, you know what I'm saying? I ain't want to ask no question, but I was like, yo, that's
Y'all
dope.
wanna come to the studio?
Yeah, that's shit.
Y'all come to the show? Right.
Yeah,
No, we-
nah,
no,
look
we-
at
no,
it.
we got-
I
we
probably
got-
should've.
Come on.
But I'm telling you guys,
we got some things coming.
The
We got some-
XFL to be more of a bigger deal, so I can imagine you guys have
Yeah, you
an
are.
easy window to be able to
We do.
podcast
Check
at
it out.
the games. I'm
Yeah.
telling you,
Check
y'all
it
should really look into it.
We've already
Heinz
manifested it today.
Heinz Ward is the head coach of the San Antonio team.
Shout out to Heinz Ward, former NFL player on the Steelers. He won a Super Bowl with them back in
This
the
is
day.
amazing.
Back in the day, yeah.
Literally.
So a lot of NFL alumni a part of the XFL.
Rod Woodson is
Right.
the coach of the Vegas Vipers.
Right.
Who's
a lot of
Yeah.
big names back in the day. For
Not
sure.
even just coaches. There's a lot of the players that like they go down to XFL.
Right. No. Right.
Yep.
Again,
They
there's
can
it's
actually
a for
go back
there's a
up.
lot of teams, a lot of turnover.
Yeah.
Every 5-10 years, a lot of turnover in players and coaches.
Yeah.
For real. That's any sport.
Yeah.
Right. A lot of turnover every 5 to 10 years for sure.
I gotta go check out an XFL game now.
We'll go. We'll look at the schedule.
It was
We'll
a
go.
good time.
Taylor got the plug on tickets.
Oh,
Taylor
for sure.
Taylor's on the 50-yard line. Taylor's in the press box. We'll go. Of course
Y'all
we'll
are gonna
go.
be in the press box. I'm telling y'all could definitely get in there.
Do this. Do
yeah,
that.
Have y'all set up.
We'll
there.
if there was Wi-Fi, do an episode. That'd be hard.
Yeah.
Do a live episode there. That'd be hard. That'd be so hard. Do a
I'm
live
telling
episode of the
you guys,
game.
Y'all could definitely do it.
We're doing it. I think
I believe
we
you.
on the way for sure. We got many big things
Your
are coming.
network is your network.
I've heard that one before. Check you out.
All you gotta know is the right people.
Well, I've heard that before. correct.
Communicate, and you'll
Right.
be surprised.
Ain't so no lie, bro.
I'm telling you guys,
Check you out,
because they
check you
want
out.
the publicity.
Right, and
They want the
and
more people to
the
know,
up
that's
and
more
coming
sales.
Yep.
sports
tickets.
broadcasters, Matt and Ed over here. Normal Guys Talk Sports, episode 29, featuring
Mm-hmm.
Taylor Drake.
And a lot of people are curious about the XFL too.
For sure, and then
Yeah.
we brought exposure, and I left it out the text. I was like, no,
Yeah.
we're not talking about the XFL.
Yeah.
And then you said it. I was gonna say it. You beat me to the punch. I was gonna say it before we ended for sure. So check you out. Check you out.
It's a good time though.
Check you out. Where we at on time, sir? I think
We are at 1:35
Okay, let's we'll close out past the next 5-10 minutes or so.
for sure.
Okay, so we had a couple topics, so switching gears. That's basketball and football. Appreciate y'all tuning in to that. So
And
we're
chess.
and
Don't
chess
forget
and
the chess.
everything
And
else
chess.
we talked about. Everything else. we talked
And
about.
Uno.
Yes, Uno.
And then so shout out to everyone in the studio, right? We always shout out Never Satisfied everyone here. Everyone's been here back in the day.
Family.
Right. And then so We got a couple of our artists got some big things going. So we have Miss Lardy B. I don't know if how familiar
I've
you are.
heard good things about her.
Right, Lardy B, the franchise. She's been around a little bit now. She's the Randy Moss of the building,
I
respectfully.
guess that's a good way to put it.
She is the Randy Moss on the artistry side for sure. And then no, she's done a lot of big things, a lot of big shows.
Really?
Again, I've been to a few. She's opened up a lot of big names. She's got some. She just sold her latest single. If you want to pull that up, sir.
Let's see if I can pull it up.
She was actually real close and personal friends with Mr. Aaron Carter. And then the past like year or two, and a lot of live, right? And then they had a lot of live Instagrams, TikToks, and and a lot of making music. He was talking about moving here. So shout out to for real. That was her friend. You know what I'm saying? So that happened, and so her song coming out.
Is it dedicated to him?
He's featured on it.
Oh, really?
He's featured on it, like because one of the Instagrams live, he's singing the lyrics.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
what's the song called? My bad.
Falling for You.
Falling for You. It's a hit. I heard it when I heard it. If we could play it,
So we can't play
we
it,
can't play it. Dang it. So,
but it is available on
Okay.
iTunes.
Okay, but okay,
I mean,
we
or
can't
Apple
play it.
Music,
Okay,
all that
but
stuff.
it's copyrighted. Okay, damn it. Okay, shit. Excuse me. But no, but it just came out. It's gonna be big. We'll play it for you, of course. Falling for You, Lardy B. Dang, I'll play for you right now. But
Yeah, check on your strong friends, everyone.
right, so no, right. So, but
But
he
he
was
wasn't. He was actually going on live quite a bit and kind of showing signs of depression. and-
right,
Yeah.
right, and then
Yeah.
actually, shout out to Louis.
Shout out to
He's-
Louis.
He's Lardy B's manager, and he was Aaron's
Okay,
manager.
Aaron's manager as
So,
well.
and he's a friend of the studio. He comes by here. His name is Louis, and he's a good guy. And he's talked about some shrooms and so on. So I did shrooms with him. Right?
You know, shrooms are an antidepressant.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. Super Mario. They built Nintendo and Super Mario on some shrooms. I promise.
I
They go
think so,
Mario
too.
eating some the premise of the game. He's going. He gets a mushroom, and
And
he's
he's-
ready to kick some ass. Right.
Then
Ready
yeah,
to kick some
literally,
ass.
he's ready to
Right.
take on the world.
Shout out to Mario.
See what I mean? The lives, like he was showing signs.
Right. No, this might be one of the ones.
This is the one I think where
he's
he.
singing the song. Shout out to Lardy, and he's singing the song.
Oh, she got a clip from him on live.
Ooh, few of them. She got a few of them. And then the intro of the song got him on it. Like I don't know how much he in it, but he's in the song. And Dialogue, the producer,
He's,
all friends, and they all work doing all this stuff together.
Shout out to Dialogue.
Shout out to Dialogue. One of the main producers here at
But
the studio.
Aaron Carter's actually incorporated in the like he's on the song actually.
on the song
Like, yeah.
featured, and again,
They,
then the connecting dots is again they have the same manager, so everything it's
Solidified,
going,
yeah.
it's going, it's official. It's his manager, like his
Yeah.
manager is the same manager that he put all together. Shout out to Louis, you know what I mean. So again, look up if we put the, Falling for You, Lardy B, Never Satisfied Studios, Never Satisfied
Yeah, I'm
Records.
gonna listen to it too.
Yeah, Falling for You. She's got a lot of good hits, a lot of feel good, happy music for all demographics. Lardy B. She's got 1 million views. Was getting 1 million views on videos before she got to Never Satisfied.
That's beautiful.
Right.
Yeah.
So she got to Never Satisfied, and we're all
Yeah.
blown together. She's a piece that saved Never Satisfied.
Wow.
Past like 2, 3, 4 years, Never Satisfied was almost closed the doors.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? And shout out to Lardy and shout out to others. For like, okay, we got one more run in us
Yeah.
to really do this shit, and she's a big part of that, and I believe in her.
It's the biggest thing. Keep going.
Right. So Lardy's shout out to Lardy for sure. So I had to shout her out on the show, and I do my part to
When
help
she
the team
released
win.
the song.
Like within a few days ago.
Okay.
Yeah, she's falling for you.
Has she done a video
I got
for it yet?
We working on it.
It's in
We working
it's
on it.
getting edited. Yeah, it's
We
been
working
shot.
on it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's getting spliced up now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
Falling for you and
Are you
That's-
editing it?
I am.
come on.
Wow.
right.
Matt with
Plugs,
the camera.
plugs.
I am.
No, he's done.
Still
He's
the
done.
coldest to edit till this day.
Correct.
Anytime I
Correct.
think
He's
of
done-
like
he's-
some type of challenge, like, dang, can this be done? This is the guy who comes to mind. I'm like, Matt can do it.
No,
Without a
appreciate
doubt. Matt can make
like
it
I said,
happen.
going back, skits we used to do back in the day.
Yeah.
I was again shout out to Sir Aviola. He helped direct and put me in
Yes.
skits with Tayla and others that blew up, and that is one of the highest rated videos on this YouTube channel, like to this day.
I mean,
shout out
the
to-
things that we were putting out were gold. Like even till this day, that those green screen backgrounds.
Yes, those videos.
Those are still relevant. Like you can
Yes.
still watch those and still
Yes.
laugh. Like it's not. Those
Yes.
didn't go out of style
They
yet.
didn't.
Like,
You want to
can
pull up some of the videos while we're still here, while we're closing
You
out?
can still
I'll
watch
pull up
those
some.
videos and still laugh. Like those are timeless. That's timeless.
Timeless,
quality.
timeless. It's only gonna.
I was about to say.
We done some numbers
No,
on
I-
YouTube.
And they were all edited by the man.
And so one of the advantages we got, like when we started Normal Guys and other people with their shows, we're already starting like on an established YouTube, Never Satisfied Live, versus Ed and Matt.
Right.
Or
right.
Normal Guys Talk Sports
Right.
at 0.
Right.
Like we got thousands of
Yeah,
subscribers,
subscribers, yeah.
subscribe, like, comment,
Yes.
share. You know what I mean? Like, and so that propelled us to today and
Absolutely.
starting.
Nah, some of them.
We got a jump
Hold
start
up.
compared to
Yeah.
other things.
I'm trying to find. This was one of them.
The real deal. That's what it
That's
was.
the
called.
real deal.
The
Close
real
out.
deal back then was
Batteries about to go.
There's one on the wall right there.
the real deal was literally one
Real
of
deal,
those
yeah.
Here we go.
things that just was still.
Shout out to
You
Jeff.
was what you in this one?
You don't pull up the one with me and Taylor, the 300,000, the 300,000.
Well, I was gonna play the real deal because
I mean that too. That too.
we might. This is the
This
one.
is the one that's hilarious.
Okay, good. Okay, bet. Check you out. Okay, bet. See you guys.
When you guys.
So
get
everyone, again, let's get the views up. We got this live, and you're viewing this right now as you hear my voice saying this. But
This one
like,
till this day. is
let's
still
look up
hilarious.
some of the old videos. Let's get these views up, everybody.
Size, how important is size?
Check out
Look at
Taylor.
young Taylor.
This is how long ago this? This is 2015.
Yep.
2015. This is 2015. Oh, it's out.
Good old
that was the
Lexi.
homie. Shout out to Lexi. Lexi was the
Oh,
homie.
look at Lexi.
Yes, this is 2015, ladies and gentlemen.
As long as it's not like a
2015.
show.
So we're looking at 7 years ago. Look at Taylor. 7 years ago.
Baby
doesn't know
Taylor.
what
Baby Taylor.
Don't know what to do.
Teenage Taylor.
Ashley, man.
It's not gonna work for me. It's not
That's
gonna work for me.
hilarious.
Yeah, she was hilarious.
'Cause I'm a little.
Yeah, like I said, a lot of this stuff. You're right. A lot of this stuff is
It's still.
What's the title of this?
the real deal. We
real
had
deal.
three.
Real
It's
deal.
sex and relationships.
We had three of these.
And
But
then-
this
and
is
then-
one. This was one of the ones I was like, man, we should have did more of those.
And the
Yeah.
and the show with you and Ben.
Oh, David.
No, you and Ben. What was the one? You and Ben.
The weekly wrap
The
up.
weekly
Oh, the
wrap.
weekly wrap-up.
That was the one.
That was golden. Too.
That was the one. That was the one. That's when I first started coming around. When I first started Never Satisfy Everything, I'd see you and Ben
Both
do
of
the weekly
these-
wrap
both
up.
of these, the weekly wrap up and the real deal. If we would have continued this, this would have been on TV.
Say what you said to me, Taylor. Taylor.
Taylor.
Say what you said to me before the show about us before TikTok. Say that
Oh
line.
yeah, we were way ahead of our time.
We was doing all this before
So,
TikTok. Shout out to CB. South CB. That's he's on right job. CB.
Let's see,
Triple
TikTok got big
OG.
around,
Shout
what,
out to Vanda. Vanda the homie. Vanda is
TikTok got big around 2020. We were doing this stuff in 2015 because we were literally 5 years
You-
ahead of our time.
YouTube. This is YouTube. This is the ground. That's it. Twitter.
Okay,
Young CB3. Look at the first edition NS chain. That's the first edition. That's your rookie. That's your rookie NS. That's what's up. That is your rookie initiation right there.
welcome. Like,
You are
know
part of
you're
the team.
OG if you got that.
The old one. The old one. That's yes. I got the second edition here. Shout out to
Before
Miss
they were
Mavis.
doing these street
Miss
interviews, like on TikTok, we were doing these street interviews.
Yeah.
All the young gunners.
Yeah,
all the
yeah,
young
yeah,
gunners.
yeah, yeah,
All the-
yeah,
we-
I'm telling you, we
South by
got
Southwest.
Yeah.
South by Southwest. South by Southwest was pretty
South by
solid.
Southwest.
2016, summer 16.
We seen the baby in a diaper walking down the street on 6th Street at South by Southwest before the baby was even the baby.
Relevant.
At that
No.
time,
A name.
he was what was
What? Run around in a diaper at damn South by
Baby
Southwest.
something, but
Baby
they
Jesus.
changed
Baby Jesus, he
it.
was.
They
He had
changed
the-
his name to the baby.
He was Baby Jesus.
But we seen him walking the street on 6th Street
Like
before
who?
he was even.
Weirdo. Right?
Like I'm telling you, we were really,
Yeah,
really ahead of our
2016
time.
South by Southwest. We had a big old mansion, like at least 6, 7 bedrooms. So we was at least 20
Yeah.
deep. We took the NS van and like
We took
and
the
SUV.
we took on
We
the
took,
streets. It was
then
before
never
Donald Trump was
satisfied.
even president.
Never sat. Yeah, again,
'Cause we had a Donald
2016,
Trump video,
one
too.
of the-
Yep, we
one
have a
of
Donald
the-
Trump video.
One of the biggest moments in history for Never Satisfied. South by
For
Southwest,
sure. That
2016.
year- that
Ian,
Man.
Leon,
years.
I
Jay
used to have so much
Oliver,
fun at South by, bruh.
Ben,
Best job ever.
who else? Marcus, Special Ed,
Special
Nesto.
Nesto, my
You know
guy,
what I'm saying?
Nesto.
A lot of names, a lot of names, a lot of names.
Yeah. That was a time.
For sure, no. 2016, South by Southwest. One of my favorite times is being a part of Never Satisfied for sure. We
For sure.
we was doing big things back then. He's doing big things back then.
That
And
was
look,
the best job.
2016, so that is 6-7 years ago. South by Southwest, and then COVID hit, and it was just never the same.
Yeah.
In a nutshell.
Well, it's still pretty cool now.
No,
but
yeah,
It's cool, but when we
Everything's
went,
about
when we
elevation.
went,
oh, you talking about South by? Yeah.
when we went, yeah.
No, South by like
What?
the first, second, and third year I came to Texas and I went to South by, bro. Outside of doing like obviously it's filming, but like those were some of the funnest like parties and things that I went to in Texas.
Did they
Period.
pick back up South by Southwest after 2020?
It's back on, but I don't know if like the
Not the same type.
environment.
Right. It's a lot of youngins, so it's not.
Because
the
it
same.
opened up a lot of doors for a lot of people. I hope it's still a thing.
Yeah, it's not what it was. I feel it's still the thing. It's still the thing, but it's just like COVID and youngsters don't know how to act. Right. You know,
Well, and not only that, but they have like the internet. All you have to do is go viral on the internet, and then boom.
that's about
Yeah.
it,
You know,
right?
the-
Yeah, all these advertisements and posters and all this stuff.
Yeah, everyone's going paperless now.
There we go. Say the internet. Say the
Yeah,
say the word.
They're not
paperless.
passing out CDs like how they were.
Right,
growing
like
up.
back in the day, right? CDs. That's how I feel is a lost art talent. Like you ever sell CDs, like you were an
Now you
artist.
gotta pass out your QR code. Hey, scan
Check
this
you
for me
out.
right quick.
Somebody told me I need a
Sign your phone.
QR code for.
I got
Never
the dot
Satisfied-
card.
Or the normal guys talk sports.
Get you a dot card.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've heard of. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
That's on top of all the latest stuff.
Yeah.
It really
Get
is.
you a mat. Honestly,
Right,
get you
come
a
on,
mat.
come on, come on. Come on, he is the starting
They
tight
are- you
end,
can't
starting
come by
left
this. It's a
guard,
rare
starting
breed.
fullback,
So it's
defensive
Taylor
coordinator. a lot of,
Retired at 16.
he can, he knows how to play piano.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Love
Taylor's
piano.
talking about, he was,
I would
yeah,
literally
played
come here and
piano.
just listen to him play the piano.
Swiss
I'm
Army
talking
knife.
about for like hours.
That wasn't like it, dude.
Come
That
on.
was like a thing. I would just be
Yeah, he
playing.
would just be playing
Sign
the piano, and I'd
as-
just be like,
Yeah, he had a keyboard in this very room. This
Mm-hmm.
podcast room started 3 years ago, right? Me and Matt just started this past year. It used to be Matt's office, Matt's editing room. And Matt had again, it was Studio B. This was Studio B.
This was Studio B. Yep.
Yeah, this was Studio B. And then Matt had the keyboard, and that was one of the first things Mr. Radio Raheem bought from Matt was that keyboard.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right, check you out.
So came a long way.
A long way. Check us out. Oh, but we're almost done. So that's that. And T Vibe has a show. T Vibe, never satisfied artist, originally from Jacksonville, in way of Fort Worth. She has a show Friday. 23 Cups is the host, and it is at what I say, Matt. I said it. I told you right.
Viva's Lounge.
Viva's Lounge. I don't know
"Time
what's.
for a word?"
I don't know. Viva's Lounge. Viva's Lounge.
First, I thought you talking about Vivo
No,
downtown.
Viva's. It was. I
Yeah, that joint be lit.
If you want to get a Miami feel,
I about to say you go to that Latin night, you know what I'm saying? They be in
Yeah.
there.
If you want a Miami
you
feeling
guys,
job, just go
know
to
this
Vivo.
address? Know this establishment?
Viva's not. Oh, it's in Dallas.
I mean, look at the street.
Oh, it's
you
in
guys,
Design District. It must be newer.
Yeah.
maybe. So I'm about to show you the little. I'll show you her little video for it, a little promo for it. Yeah, shout out to D Vibe. So she has a show the 24th. That's Friday, I believe, from 7 p.m. to 1 a.m. I don't know when she's going, but it's a multitude of artists. It's like 8-10. I know T Vibe. She's never satisfied. That's what I'm supporting.
Okay.
And then 23 Cups is never satisfied. He got his own show here. He's a host. He's Lardy's a hype man.
Really?
23 Cups. He's big name over here.
Nice.
And then so he is. God, the map be leaving. And then so T Vibe. So well, shout out to T Vibe. So this is her. So she's been a part of the roster past few years. She's got a show, unique sound, unique voice.
Okay.
And she's done a lot of she's been here a lot of man hours making a lot of music.
That's what's up.
And then I'm not saying, I'll never say this. I technically like A&R'd her. I'm not saying that.
Really?
Yeah, technically. I was out of Fort Worth before the pandemic. I was driving me some Lyft.
Yeah.
And then she was a passenger, and I was just lifting, making money, doing my thing. And then because I needed a car, and I was lifting because they give you a car to lift. I was doing that for a little
Nice.
bit. And then the COVID hit, I was done with it. And then and she was a passenger in Fort Worth, and I'm just driving this and out, small talk if anything. And I was like, oh, what do you do? Whatever. I didn't say never satisfied. I'm not saying I'm Edward and none of that. And she was like, I do music. She told me that. And I was like,
Really?
what? I was like, oh, and I kind of heard her out for a little bit. And then I was like, I work around music too. I work at a music studio as well.
Yeah.
I invited her to the studio. This is after Jay Oliver left. This is
Yeah.
after Sam Harvey left. This is after NSOD left.
Wow.
So this was when like nothing was going on. It was me and Matt and maybe like a few others still coming to the building. This was not every day, all these people. There was
Yeah.
nothing going on. Radio was entertaining the idea of closing the building. And then I invited her. I invited a few others. She came, worked with Ghost a little bit. Shout out to Ghost. You know Ghost. And then they made some music together. Dialogue. She's made music with Dialogue. And then we had a showcase, and Radio helped create a showcase. And then that was like the beginning of chapter 3. Like you were a big part of chapter 2.
Yeah.
You were here. You were a big part of
Yeah.
chapter 2. And then and then
Yeah.
thing and everyone a lot of the guys moved to LA, right? Shout out to Ben. Shout out
Yeah.
to Special Ed
They're
or
cartoon
Moon Rock.
characters.
Moon
They're
Rock,
on
yeah.
TV shows.
All those, and
They're
big,
assistants for the
big-
Migos.
I'm one of their. I'll forever be
Chapter
the biggest
2
fans
was-
of these guys. You know what I mean?
Was memorable.
Chapter
There we
2
go.
has some hitters.
Chapter 2 is full of some legends.
There we
Yeah,
go.
Chapter
Still
2 has some
going.
hitters.
So, and then this is the chapter 3 era.
I love it.
So
I'm loving
Lard
chapter
was led
3.
by Lardy B, T Vibe, and Troy Grant, and he's a singer. He's like Sam's replacement, but better.
Really?
But better.
Don't sleep on Sam. Sam was.
Sam,
was
why not
cold
say
at
his
what he
name?
did.
Shout out to Sam, but it didn't work out. Creative differences. We grew apart. All the
Shout out
best.
to Sam,
I'm-
though.
All the best.
Still
All the
really
best.
good friends.
All the best to him.
With them because of that.
That interview.
Oh,
Yes.
You wanna, man, pull up the one with me and Taylor, and then we'll close. Pull up the one with me and Taylor. This is what put me on the map when no one gave a damn about me. No one cared who Edward was.
Wait, the car. I mean the flat tire one.
The flat
No.
tire one was
That
one.
was funny too.
That was
No.
one. And no, the one with you, me, and Darren.
The one, yes, that has like.
That's a third of a million views.
Where's that video?
At least
This one.
333,000 views.
Oh my god.
Top.
Oh my god.
Try not to cringe.
Oh my
Here we
god.
go. This is come on. This is history. This is a long time. This is a long time ago. This is one of the biggest
It's probably
pieces of
still doing
content.
numbers.
It is.
It is.
It is because
It is, actually.
Yes. Bump that.
Look how young.
Bump
he
that.
is.
Right. Bump that. This is 2016. So I just got back.
That's why I said try not to cringe.
So this is so we were acting for the record. This isn't real.
Yeah.
It's not
All right.
real.
His body's actually next to mine, but it looks real.
It looks real. We're acting, For me. Yeah, there she. Yo. Yeah, this is it. This is right. And then she threw this. This is one take Drake. So we do this. I'm working out, working the 5 pounds.
Little stuff, huh?
Talking about I ain't whatever.
Yeah. You don't need to work on your curls, by the way. You need to work on your stroke. Little ass weight.
That shit hit me. That shit hit me. It did. That's facts. That was a one take. That shit hit me. I said, what? And I was like, bro, what the hell? I was like, bro, like. So that was one take, and we moved on.
But see, pain is beauty is
Hey,
pain.
come
Just
on.
look at these views.
Come on, this is one take Drake. This is acting, ladies and gentlemen. This is acting. So shout out to Tayla, to Ben, for Darren for putting me in this skit, and we did some numbers again. This is probably out right behind Ben's video. This is probably our second
Yeah,
rated video.
that damn.
This video's number
Yeah,
one.
yes.
He did the butt.
That went worldwide.
That went
That
worldwide.
worldwide.
Countries, and you can see.
You know, it's a big deal in England.
Come on, he's done He's done boots to ground out there.
Shout out to
That's,
Darren.
that's
too.
his
Yeah.
origin, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, shout out to Darren. Okay, but no, there was one more scene with Taylor, or was that I don't remember.
Nah, the rest of us with Darren.
Okay, no more. Okay, so
Shout
yeah,
out to Darren,
shout
too,
out to, again, shout out to Taylor Drake, shout out to Darren, shout out to Ben, and again, yeah, that was one of the big moments in my
Career.
media career,
Entertainment
yeah, all that. So with Never Satisfied and everyone, and and Matt and Charles and everybody, and a lot of memorable, epic moments in time.
For sure.
And the best is still in front of us. So a lot of great times, but we're only upward and onward. And
Chapter 3. I'm looking forward to what Chapter 3 has in
Appreciate
store. It's only February.
And like I said,
Oh,
1.7.
yeah. Eden is still doing numbers.
Eden, check out, and then Eden, let's shout out to Eden, a short film featuring Taylor Drake and Matt Guy Cameron.
These acting films got me into being a little video vixen.
These?
Yeah.
No, Taylor has been featured in a music video too.
Yeah, it
over
was
the
on
years.
BET because of the music.
He's been in a music video too. Right, she's been in music. I don't want.
Yeah.
Shout out to all the artists and whatever, but I almost saw a music video. I don't want to say the
I
artist.
ended up on my first album cover wasn't even an artist. I'm on OG Bobby Billions.
Shout out to OG Bobby Billions.
Yeah.
Bobby Billions. No, he did a show here. I know you.
Well,
were
he
there.
did
Yeah,
one
I
of,
was
yeah.
there.
You did the whole
He did
promo
a listening
tour
party.
with the. You did the whole. You were part of the promo.
Yeah. he-
You were in his
listening
album
party was
cover.
here.
Yeah, he was and all
I
that.
love y'all's listening party.
Oh,
King Glock's listening party here.
that
I
was
like,
epic. That
yeah,
was like
amazing.
top 5 favorite moment in the building. Like,
Yeah. I
And
love
Young
those
Dolph
parties.
was here unannounced.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
wild.
And
So
Dolph
that
showing up
is
was
MF
crazy.
and Dolph right here.
No one expected that. Well, we kind of expected it.
Well, I mean, Key
They're
Glock's
like
his
the
man's,
two
but yeah, he
people
showed up.
left.
That's his man's and all. But shout out to Key Glock forever. Shout out to Young Dolph forever. That night was epic.
I'm very proud of this guy right here.
No, Sir Abiola,
Yeah.
like I said, he's a
Cartoon voice.
cartoon voice with Jamie Foxx.
Yes.
Yeah,
Oh,
he was. Yeah, he's
did.
working
I
with
seen that.
Jamie.
I seen
Yeah.
that. And then
Commercials.
Samsung commercials.
Yes.
Yeah, he was in one of those.
Insurance commercials.
Oh, I know that. Shout out to
Yes,
Ben.
I
Shout
was
out to
just
Ben.
I was just watching TV.
I've been-
one day. I
I've
said,
been-
oh my god.
One
This is
Christmas.
not the internet. Like
one-
this is
TV.
It was a
Yes.
Christmas like 4 or 5 years ago, like a while ago, right when they both left, because I don't know if they still roommates, but they was roommates. Moonrock
And Ben.
and Ben. I mean, right,
Well, you know, Midrock is
right. I mean, I don't know. This was like 4,
All
5,
set
6 years ago.
now.
So North
I saw
Hollywood,
that.
right, correct. And yeah,
but
man.
he's still doing his thing with entertainment too. He's I've seen him on what is it, Judge Judy?
Yeah, he did do a judge.
Wait,
show.
what?
He did do a judge show.
Yeah, he's-
yeah.
yeah.
Shout
He
out
was.
to Moonrock.
Oh, I
Shout out
gotta
to
check
Moonrock.
that out.
He's
Oh.
doing his
Moonrock.
thing.
Yo, formerly known as Special Ed.
He was
Formerly
on a
Moonrock.
commer-
Hashtag
yeah.
my favorite rapper, for real.
Yep.
Forever support for Moonrock. He came to my family house on Christmas one year in LA.
It's always love.
Right, yeah. He pulled up, picked me up from the airport. He just moved to LA, didn't know too many people.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, Chris, so I forever got love.
always
That is my
love.
bro.
Every
For-
time
that is
I
my
see him
bro.
Never
That is
Satisfied
my
Family, we
bro.
always still look out.
That
for
is
each
my
other,
bro.
like,
He's most
you couldn't even tell us
dopest
we haven't talked
dudes you ever meet.
for how long we
Special
haven't
Ed,
talked. It's always
now
love.
known as Moonrock Month.
It really is.
Yeah,
It is.
We always look out for each other. Anytime I'm in LA, just like spur of the moment, like I always got a bed to sleep in. Like, if I'm over there, like it's always love.
Relationships with the right
Your
kind of
network
relationships.
is your network.
You said it. So,
Yeah.
no, but in closing, shout out to Miss Taylor Drake.
And
Oh, thank
and
you.
actually, just in case they didn't hear you the first time,
Right, everything.
I would like for you to, just let everybody know where they can find you. If they need to,
Floor is
if they
yours.
need to be hollering at you about their mortgage rate, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I took my MLO test, you know what I'm saying, but I you know what I'm saying, wasn't quite for me. But you know what I'm saying, being a
lot
loan
of math,
officer,
isn't
it's
it?
a lot, it's a lot.
Numbers,
But
right?
Yeah, I had to know that math to get
Yeah.
the license too.
yeah,
But yeah, you guys can follow me on Taylor Drake, Tayla, Drake, or on Instagram at TVYLA Drake. If you're looking to buy a home, also come my way. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I look forward to hearing from y'all.
No doubt. But again, shout out to you for making the appearance.
Thank y'all for having me. I
Of
had a
course,
fun
you are
time.
always welcome in this building.
Absolutely.
You're always welcome on this show.
The most above average regular guys
Check you out. Check you out. And
should have a show called Regular Guys.
normal guys. It was on the fly.
Yeah.
He was
It
like,
was-
we was about to start episode 1. He's like, what should we call the show? I don't know.
It's normal.
And normal guys. And we was like, it's working title. And then just kind of went. And then shout out to Trap. He's a part of the studio.
yeah.
probably like within episode 5 or 10, he sends us like multiple.
It's right there in the
graphics.
corner of the
That's
screen.
the graphic that he we didn't ask him.
Yeah.
We didn't. We're looking for it. He made it and sent it to us. He's
Yeah.
like, shout out to you guys for being consistent. You guys are the shit. Keep
I'm
going.
telling you guys, I'm really looking forward to see where this goes in about
Check you out.
6 months or so.
Check you out. You know what someone told me? When it comes to songs and media and this and that, it was one of the promoters and out here. So one of the best pieces of advice since I've been in Dallas, forgot his name on top of my head, but he said we was making songs, everything. And he said, say you guys make 100 songs, and I relate to episodes. And he's like, say you guys make 100 songs, release one once a week, something will happen. So my manifestation, by the time me and Matt get to episode 100, this is episode 29, something will happen.
I believe it.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
This is a great concept.
Thank you.
It's
Thank you.
y'all's topics are, relevant.
Relevant. So
Y'all are
it's
actually
live. It's
entertaining.
the thing.
Yeah.
Live is
Great setup.
great setup.
And we,
Shout
like
out
I
to
said,
the
we got
studio.
we got some other pods coming out
Y'all
too.
are relatable. That's the main thing with marketing is in order for somebody to want it, they have to relate to it. And y'all
Very
are
true.
relatable.
Right.
You know,
There we go.
I love it.
So also check out some of the other pods we have on the channel.
There we go.
We got the Timeout podcast,
Matt
which
helps out
is
with that. That's like relationships.
yeah, they I ain't gonna lie, the
Yeah, Matt's-
Timeout is going crazy.
Matt's did a crossover episode. He's done that.
Yeah.
That's a live
Yeah,
show.
no, they had a
I'm trying
big
to get
episode
on the
last.
show one of these days. Check
Oops.
it out. I think we reached our limit.
Tapped out.
Yeah, we're almost there. We're closing out. They can still hear us. They can still hear us. We're not out the woods. But again, so we're closing out. Again, one last time, shout out to Taylor Drake for
Thank
being
you guys
here,
so much for having
being
me.
here.
This is
Again,
a
come on
blast.
back and may this be our best episode yet.
Absolutely.
And then so again, shout out to again all the other podcasts, all the podcasters here at the studio. We have about 4 or 5 podcasts. So we have us, which is sports. We have Time Out, which is like personal relationships.
Okay.
We have Lance. He was just in here. He does. It's called Shit I Don't Know. It's a bunch of just random facts about everything.
That sounds like something I would listen to.
We have
Shit, I don't know.
23 Cups with the smoke detector.
Oh,
I would
is that
back
the
in
one
the day.
on the channel that's like all the CBD stuff.
All the
Yeah.
CD,
Stuff,
yeah, all the stuff
I've
like
seen that.
Hey, check it out, all the stuff like that, right? So
Okay.
he reviews a lot of stuff. He's got some free stuff. He gets homies at the smoke shop.
That's so cool.
Film. So that's 23 Cups. He's hosting T Vibes concert on
Oh,
Friday.
that's so cool.
So 23 Man of Many Talents. We have DJ Kev. It's a
Yeah.
live DJ show. Goes on Thursdays. Matt helps out with every show, by the way.
Of course, he's
Right,
like
he's the guy,
national.
right? So
I'm trying
and,
to tell you, get you a mat.
and then so
Try to make it
there's,
work.
There's that. One of my I forget anything. I said us, Time Out.
I'm telling you,
Shit I Don't Know,
podcasts are the new
Smoke,
wave.
the Smoke Shop, DJ Kev. That's 5. So there's 5 shows.
Yep.
5 shows and Ghost
And Ghost.
and Nate Passion, and so Ghost's show and Nate and everybody else. It's like us, but like for music. So music reviews and this and that.
Well,
interviews.
it's also
From
a
my
live,
understanding,
live performance as well.
and live performances.
Okay.
Yeah,
So,
so
we got 6 shows.
You ever
on the
seen
Never
Tiny Desk?
Satisfied Network.
Are these all podcasts?
YouTube, Never Satisfied Life. YouTube,
Well,
the same channel we're on.
the wall is like you ever seen Tiny Desk?
Yeah.
It's like that.
Okay.
So we'll have artists come in and they perform live right there in the back.
Love that.
Yeah. So
Love that.
we got
There's no 106 in Park no more. So
Nope.
This
Right,
is
so-
it.
You know what idea jump on, or I mean, shout out to CB once again. He's always coming up with $1 million ideas.
always
He's always
is.
speaking a lot of positivity,
Yes, he
a lot of
is.
life in all of us. One of the ideas he told me and Matt, because he wants me and Matt to sell 1 million records tomorrow, is
And the
he
thing
said-
is like he knows that that's realistic. Like he's like,
shout,
do this.
Shout out to CB.
You will not
CB
fail.
said-
Do it.
And he said me and Matt and a few
Some podcasts
others, maybe
every day.
Taylor Drake, a few others, come up with a morning show daily.
Here's the thing.
5, 6, 7, 8 in the morning. I said, bro,
He's not
like,
wrong.
He's not wrong. He's,
He's
not,
not
wrong.
wrong.
So
He's not wrong.
that is one of my visions. I'm announcing the first time on
That'll
air.
be
with
the
Taylor
thing
Drake,
that
with
takes
Matt.
y'all the most discipline, but that'll be what skyrockets
that was-
y'all because it does.
He
take
said
y'all
he
the
said
most
he got
discipline.
it because he dropped 20, 30 videos. That's his thing. He dropped 20, 30 videos at once and they all blew up and he got some bread off of YouTube. Shout out to CB. So he gives us YouTube tips.
People in the morning listen.
So he
to
said you and
people
Matt
talk.
need to do a morning daily show. I said, what, bro?
It's people on
he's not-
YouTube
but
that
he's
I
not
listen to
wrong.
daily,
He's
and
not
they
wrong.
always drop
He's
that.
not right. If we came in and
Yeah.
me, Matt,
Timing is everything.
Yeah.
and like I said, maybe a Taylor Drake, maybe whoever else in the studio, if there was a few of us and we did a morning show like the Breakfast Club, come on,
Yeah.
we're there.
Yeah.
We're there. But that's one day, but it's not one day. One day.
I'm down.
One there it is. There it is.
I'll let you
That's
know.
that was my
just
live
gotta-
pitch to Matt and Tayla and whoever else want to be a part of our morning show one day.
I can see it.
There you go. Come
Like I
on.
said, there are
The
shows that or
return.
pods that I watch every day
There you go.
at some point or
listened
another.
to, Bob Proctor, and like this dude, he used to be in the NFL, and he just talks about like psychology and manifestation. Can't remember what his name is. Still relevantly kind of young. I can't think of his name, but I listen to him.
We will be
all-
back on that.
I'm telling you, but podcast is
No,
podcast
is
key right now.
right. Come on, like
Especially
right.
the people on
hence
YouTube. Y'all are right on
hence
it.
the room got built 3 years ago at Never Satisfied Studios. We didn't have a podcast room, all the equipment, the live stuff.
Right.
Matt knowing how to do all the shit. I don't.
Yeah.
I mean, I just figure it out as I go usually.
But that's-
University
that's why
YouTube.
he's such a
That
rare
fat,
breed.
quick
Not
learner,
everybody's
one of the most
capable of
intelligent
podcast.
people I ever met.
But
At
yeah.
Matt got cameras.
So any closing remarks, Miss
Closing
Taylor?
remarks. This is where probably
I
home
really
stretch 5
enjoyed
minutes.
This, you guys. This was
We
awesome.
enjoyed you. Thank you. For
Just
being
having a
here.
conversation
Thank you
is
for
always
being
cool.
here. Like I said, again, we've been in touch with Taylor over the years. I've been to a Taylor birthday or two over the
Yeah.
years.
For sure.
Right.
Did you go to the one where I got shattered?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, bro. The final destination.
Where you walk through the door.
Yeah,
Oh
my Final
my
Destination
God.
birthday.
Oh my God. Yes,
I
I
got that. That's what I
Oh
can
my
remember.
God, bro. Hell, I forgot about that
Yeah,
shit.
I can't forget about it.
I
It was
forgot.
my
Now I
birthday.
remember. Hell yeah, I was there.
Yeah. It's
Hell yeah, I
literally
was.
some
Oh
Final
my
Destination.
God, bro. Yeah, fucking. We downtown
Insane.
Dallas from one building to the next.
Yeah.
I don't remember who was all there. I think Charles was with me. You were supposed to be there. Because you and me talked to Taylor that day. We're like, happy birthday, Taylor.
Yeah.
Da 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 da. Me and Matt
Me
are
and,
going.
me and Charles.
Then
came.
me-
No,
Charles went.
you know what was crazy? I think we was on FaceTime when it happened. I was on FaceTime with one of either Charles or him. And
Wow.
then they was like, oh, it's in Taylor. Da, 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 da.
So we so. Damn, bro. Check you out.
You're right.
Taylor.
There you go.
What
You're
the
right.
fuck, bro? So I've been to like at least 2 of your birthdays. So this birthday, you had it at top of complex rec areas, bunch of people,
Like a
cool,
rooftop
good time,
party.
great time. Gifts. I got some Pokemon shit.
Yeah.
Right. And then fuck.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Right. Yeah. And then fuck it. And then we're all coming down. Then we're going to your shit, fucking block away, whatever. And you kind of open like one of these big ass glass doors at one of these downtown
I opened it
buildings.
with my elbow.
And she fucking and that shit was out of a movie. I thought she was hurt. She was bleeding.
And that blood was like
She's
gushing
bleeding
out.
out her head.
What was insane- yeah.
Like a lot of
I had
women.
staples
A
right
lot of
on my
women.
forehead.
A
I
lot
had
of
a
women.
chip
Oh my
tooth.
god, bro.
And my back was like flapped open.
She's 5 foot, whatever, right? This shit was like 10 feet high. She broke that shit. I was probably like 10 feet away. I was like, oh shit, right?
Yeah.
And
it's
and the birthday girl, and then
Had to take it to the hospital.
right,
Yeah, I had to end my birthday
right,
in the
and then
hospital.
and then I remember 50 years ago, me and Matt went to your birthday and it was in Arlington. Remember that?
It was at the crib.
It was at the
Yeah.
crib.
Yeah.
And then no one knew how to open the bottle,
Yep.
and then I knew how to open the bottle. Remember?
Yeah.
Check you out. Okay. Shout out to Taylor.
Yeah.
Shout out to Taylor, bro.
For most epic
Shout out to
birthday.
Taylor, man. We could go on and on. We're gonna write a Netflix series about everything one day, for sure.
Yeah, I
For
love
sure.
my.
Shout out
my
to
life.
Taylor,
I feel
man.
like I have the most.
You gotta love you, man.
wildlife.
You gotta
The
love
most
you,
wild
man.
life.
This is-
Yeah, one
you only
day I'll
get,
let
we
the
get
world
one
know.
try at this thing, right? Might as well
I'll
live
write
it to
a
the
book.
Entering into another phase of
check
it now,
you
guys.
Yeah,
out.
my
Check
next
you out.
chapter.
So we'll be at the draft. We'll cover the draft, the NBA or NFL draft. Young, what's the name?
Azul Maze.
Azul Mays. Shout out to Azul Mays and all his family for sure.
Yes.
Dang, I thought when she said that shit, I thought it was a joke.
That is actually a good athlete name,
I
though.
thought he's like, "Damn."
Azul Maze. That is like an athlete name.
Right, exactly.
That sounds like, yeah.
Yeah, we already met. So you go show him this episode because you're gonna look at this shit like, damn, I was pregnant. I'm no longer pregnant. Damn, I was pregnant in that episode, right?
Yeah.
So you got to come back, Probably after
He's gonna be a little superstar.
check you out. Bring him by, whatever you want to do.
I have to
You
show
know,
him the studio.
Yeah, show him the studio when the time is right. Come on back, to Normal Guys Talk Sports, and we'll do this again sometime.
Yeah, I look forward to it.
No doubt.
And sell some houses. Okay.
Sell some houses,
Yeah,
bro.
I plan to sell at least. Well, I'm not gonna put at least, but I plan to sell a lot of money.
Check
this
you out.
year.
You're manifesting it. There you go.
I'm
And we
going
will
to.
be at the Prescott Box at the XFL, future Cowboy games, future
Yeah.
Maverick games. We will be in the building.
Yeah, y'all are gonna. I for sure see that for
We'll
y'all.
be in the building for sure. Reporting live.
Yes.
As long as we got the Wi-Fi,
Press box.
we will be reporting live from games for sure. One of these days.
All right.
That's why y'all gotta have hotspot on your phone.
The problem. That's it. That's the play.
So that way you're good.
That's the
wherever
whole
you
play.
go.
That's the whole play. That's it.
Gotta have that
We'll
strong
look into
connection,
it.
though.
Yeah.
We'll look into it. We'll look into it.
But yeah, we're gonna close out.
Closing out.
We appreciate your time, Miss Taylor
again,
Drake.
shout out to
Thanks, you guys.
sponsors, no doubt sponsors. Shout out to studio, everyone here. We said that. Shout out CEO. You just saw him. That was cool. Shout out to Bistro 808. That's the restaurant. A lot of events there. Taylor's been there.
Yeah.
Shout out to Calios Tacos. Cali got a taco truck.
Really?
Yeah, he had
Oh
a lot
yeah,
of
you
events.
ain't never had no Cali tacos.
We'll
Yeah,
hook
he's
you
got a
up.
food truck.
For some years now, at least 2 years.
Yeah,
at least 2
Cali
years.
O's.
He's a lot of big events. He's been on the news. A lot of big taco
That's
truck
awesome.
events.
Yeah, Cali O's. Cali O's.
Tacos.
Cali
He
O's.
doing that entrepreneur at his finest, and a great example for all of us. The big homie. If we retire some jerseys and never satisfied, Taylor's a jersey we'd retire, and Cali's a jersey we'd retire as well for sure. So
Wow.
again, shout out to Cali.
We're gonna have to go to his picture.
I will.
You said what?
I'm gonna try it.
For sure. What?
Yeah, like certain days.
Certain. You gotta
Yeah,
catch
events,
him.
not every day.
Yeah.
Certain events.
He's on
big-
Will, so you gotta go find
Yeah.
him.
Yeah, and he posts and just I'll let you know for sure.
Okay,
And then that's that. So shout out to all that again. Shout out. We said the show. Shout out to studio. The clothing line. Shop Never Satisfied. The clothing line. You know that we always plug the clothing
Of
line.
course.
We got some new designs in the past year.
I
We
would
got a
hope
lot of
so.
people, right? For sure, for sure. But
I hope so.
Facts.
Right.
We got new designs coming out. We got some guys in house making stuff inside. If we show you got a lot of new shit you probably haven't seen.
Really?
For sure, yeah.
gotta check
In the
it
past
out.
year, and so Shop Never Satisfied,
Everybody's store.
the app.com, all that shit.
Y'all have an app now.
No, the fucking.
Oh, I'm like, and it says an app. I'm
No. I'm talking about the. My bad. I meant the ground. The ground.
Okay.
It's
Shop
the
Never
gram.
Satisfied page. That's what I meant. Shop Never Satisfied.
Coming soon though. You never know. I'm in school for computer engineering, so you know I might hit that.
The
you know what I mean?
website, or you come by the studio and get you some merch. I gotta get some merch back going. I was doing it like first 10 episodes. I wore like all my shit, and I ain't worn nothing. I ain't worn nothing. Right. Shop Never Satisfied. And closing thoughts, sir. I think we're almost done.
Nah.
Like 98% done. 99% done.
Thank you for coming, Taylor.
Thank you for coming, Taylor.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
No
guys.
doubt, for sure.
Y'all are awesome.
Shout out to Taylor.
And good luck with all of the future endeavors.
No doubt.
And
Young King.
and-
Young King on the way.
And I
Young King on the way.
want to send well wishes as you go into motherhood.
For sure. That's
I appreciate it so much.
you're becoming Charizard. You're in your final form.
I didn't know it, huh?
You're Charizard. Big Pokemon fan. We used to Pokemon Go. We was on
we literally in the car playing Pokemon Go.
When Pokemon Go came out, a bunch of us, including Taylor, we was all through here.
Yeah, we were all
Pokemon
through
Go.
here.
We was some
We were literally
Pokemon
in the
Go
car looking for Pokemon.
addicts around here.
Around here, yeah.
Around here, yeah. In industrial
Go.
park
Me
that
and
we're at.
Ben were just riding
Yeah, a bunch of
around
us, yeah,
looking
for sure.
Pokemon.
For sure.
Too funny.
But yeah, we're about to be out.
Shout out to everyone tuning in. Thank you for supporting. We're signing off. This is episode 29. This is February 21st, 2023, featuring Miss Taylor Drake, Matt Got Cameras, King Edward III. Everybody have a great week. Enjoy your sports, and we will see you next week, next time on Normal Guys Talk Sports.
We out.